Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster. With the layest technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Brought to you by Bank of Hindman, Thacker Grigsby, Hayden Citizens Bank, ISOM IGA, ARH, Bluegrass Sports Nation, TVS, and HT24plus.com.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to high school basketball right here on Hometown 24, the Bank of Hyman, game of the week. We're at the old Hyman High School gym, the historic old Hyman High School gym for high school basketball on this Thursday evening. CORDIA Lions and the Jenkins Cavaliers will face it off in a district matchup. We have double header action here tonight. The boys will take place about 20 minutes after the girls' game. And so looking forward to that. Along with me, Manus Blair and Jamie Hughes. And I'm Dave Adams. Glad to have all of you along with us tonight. And guys, high school basketball, man, is starting to wear down a little bit as we're close to tip-off of the district tournament.
I'm kind of worn down myself, but I'm not 16, 17, or 18. And, you know, when I come into this gymnasium, I came over here as a young pup to watch some of the best basketball you'd ever see in the mountains back in the, I'm going to predate myself, in the 70s. This is a wonderful place to play. If you can't shoot in this gym,
you can't shoot.
You can't shoot.
Guys, if this place could talk, if the walls could talk, the stories it could tell, so much history has come through here, guys, and some of the top players in the mountains have shot hoops right here.
Oh, absolutely.
They tell me that there's proof or evidence to support that Muhammad Ali came here and played. Did you guys know that?
Well, you know, I did not know that.
Muhammad Ali.
I've had a couple different people tell me that.
Yeah.
He came up with a Louisville program and played, I guess they had, at that time, 4 teams would play to where you get a couple games.
You're right. They usually bring 2 up, and they play Carr Creek and Hyman or Old Knox County High School, and then they would switch the next day and play another game.
I have had several people tell me that.
If I would have brought my 105th edition of the Kentucky basketball, I would look that up and make sure that we know the date and the time. So I'm going to have to start bringing that thing every time we go somewhere.
Yes,
absolutely.
Sir.
And on Man Toyota After Half, we're going to talk a little district and regional basketball in the 14th coming up. So Manus and Jamie will lay out who they think the top 3 boys teams are, or 4, and same way with the ladies. And we'll talk about that some as we will get ready here. Guys, CORDIA and Jenkins, they met once, and Jenkins kind of had their way with them.
Yeah, and the Lady Lions had a really tough time with Miss Alexis Ritchie.
They did.
In other words,
they're not the only ones that have had trouble with her.
I mean, she's averaging 20 points a game. She took it inside, outside, stole it, and everything else. So that is the center focus, I'm sure, of Coach Cassie's. Can we stop Alexis Ritchie? And as Jamie says, a lot of people have had that opportunity, and they've been largely unsuccessful.
Guys, we'll point out not many coaches at the varsity level is playing majority of his 8th grade basketball team. Coach Kazee playing 6th, 7th, and 8th graders at the varsity level. Now, they're taking some licks now, but I got to believe, DA, that this will pay off down the road.
Oh, there's no question. Anytime you can bring young kids up and get them experience playing high school ball, you know, it may be a little painful at that time, but later on it could be painful for somebody else.
And they got to be willing. They got to be willing to fight through problems they may have by playing older kids, and in girls basketball especially. You must continue to work on your game, because as you go through in the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, those individual fundamentals and skills, as you grow into your body and you grow into that jump shot and you grow into different things, without quitting, you can't quit.
Right.
And I did not see that in the game up at Jenkins. I saw constant trying to get better, trying to do things the coach is trying to get them to do. And I hope they understand that you're playing against upperclassmen, and sometimes when you play upperclassmen, you're just on the short end of the stick sometimes.
Well, I think you're right, Manus, and that's a very good point. And you just have to fundamental work. You do it every day, and you just keep at that, and you keep things as positive as you can. And also, I think you have to really do your schedule when you can to help some. And, you know, there's teams out there may be in the same boat as you. You know.
Or have been there at least. Jenkins has been there.
Yeah.
They built this team from the foundation up, and that's what Coach Kazee is doing. Manus, of course, it's a 53rd district matchup, and for both of them. And so you want to make a statement going into those district tournaments that DA was talking about.
And, you know, Jenkins coming back into the 53rd district, and I look for, of course, they're my neighbor. I've been over in Letcher County, and that's my neighbor, and I want them to do well and everything in which they do. But I think everybody from Knott County, Letcher County, Central, and all of them welcome them back into the 53rd district, and I think it makes for a better, well-rounded district when you get them in there. And Jenkins and Coach Whitaker are going to work to get them back in the heydays of Deborah Olden, who played a long time ago and ended up playing for the University of Kentucky all the way through the teams of Teresa and Jury Bentley at Jenkins High School. So, you know, when you got a kid like Richie, you can play a lot of things through Richie that get your younger kids a lot of varsity time and successful varsity time.
Yeah, Richie's a kid that could play for a lot of teams in our region. No question about it.
Has good size, good mobility, can go left, can go right.
Yeah.
She definitely can play for a lot of the teams and start on a lot of the teams in the 14th region.
Yeah, she could. You're
Guys,
right.
I had them at June Buchanan, and if she gets in foul trouble, they're a different team.
Oh, yeah.
It's just everything revolves around them as far as the ball handling, the play calling, the inbounds plays. And June Buchanan able to pull off what some called an upset against Jenkins because she got in foul trouble early over there and then played the limited minutes in the second half.
Well, Jamie, you've got to see Jenkins play, and Manus, you have as well. The biggest thing I saw of them at Cordia, even though Cordia didn't put the backcourt pressure on them, how would they do with the Cougars and the Patriots with this pressure down the court, man? You know, the way that they're capable, they can do it.
Yeah.
How can Jenkins relate to that?
Well, you know, you compare Knott Central and Letcher Central, who have a lot of upperclassmen. You have a lot that has experienced success, not only in the district level, the region level, but have gone on to the state. And, you know, it's a different level that you got to do and you got to work. And that work can't be just during the quote basketball season. It has to be done 24/7 in your mind. And it's got to be done outside, whether it be AAU, whether it be individual skills, going to camps and different things like that. And eventually, with the superintendent up there, Mr. Damian Johnson, and with the principal up there, Mr. Marvin Boggs. I think an investment has been made in to improve their girls' basketball program and to continue the resources to make it a good basketball program, like it always has been.
They've done a great job this year, back to your point about scheduling, too, to bring in some teams from across the border. The boys and girls both have played several teams from Virginia. I think that's a revenue booster there for them. You can draw crowds into Jenkins from the neighboring counties over there. Back to the 14th Region 2, Manus, I really feel like it was a good move because of the fact they're not having to go so deep in that 15th Region to play a regular schedule now. They should be playing Letcher, Cordia, not. It's just within driving distance. I will point out, too, now for the Lady Cavaliers, you're going to like number 12. I know that we talk constantly about Alexis Ritchie, but now, DA, young lady can handle the basketball as well. Candace Firth, she's a senior guard, and you'll see your point about the pressure. She'll do a good job helping them get the ball down as well tonight.
Well, that's, I've not got to see Jenkins against a team that will still stay in man defense but guards you probably 80 feet. I've not seen that yet. So I'm curious to see how that will work for them when the 53rd District Tournament comes. Well, we're getting pretty close here. Starting lineups will be coming up as Cordia will make their way back out. And evidently, I'll turn it to Manus here. He'll do the lineups. They're not going to call them out loud, but Manus will go ahead and get you started.
Okay, so first looks like for the home standing Cordia Lady Lions, looks like we have number 25, Shakira Johnson. We have 00, Taylor Sloan. Number 44, Asia Singleton. We have number 24, Kylie Fields, and we have number 15, Mackenzie Allen, as we start the basketball game off. And once again goes right to Ritchie. She misses it, goes up, and she misses it, and there's going to be a foul call.
There's where Ritchie has a big advantage in this ball game with her size and strength, and they just cannot match up with her at all.
Going to be problems. Manus got the two Fields. Number 25, Fields, starting alongside the Deuce. And number 2, Alyssa Fields. And then, as I mentioned a moment ago, Candace Firth, number 12 out there starting. And the other young lady, I'll get you her number just as she turns to where we can see it. Number 1 out there as well, Manus. And hard to believe, I don't have her on my roster.
I have from the other game, and I don't have her on my roster either.
We'll check that for the folks. As soon as I can get a break here, I'll run down and get it off the books.
Okay. And it's going to be tipped out by Jenkins.
It looked like Ritchie's right hand touched it last.
And they will inbounds the basketball. The Lady Lions underneath looks and comes in, and it's blocked by Ritchie. Rebound's going to come down to Allen and gets it back out to Singleton. Sloan with it. It's deflected once again by Fields almost into the backcourt, and that's going to be a foul. And as you guys were talking about, it can't be Ritchie can't get in foul trouble.
Yeah, Ritchie gets fouled by arm going straight down. If she would have left him up and just moved her feet, I think she'd had a shot at not getting that and called on her. And did you have any success, Jamie?
Sir, she's number 15 in mine in your roster, Manus Tosin.
Tosin, okay.
So she starts, so we want to make sure we get her early, even if it did cost us some extra steps. I needed them, DA.
And you can get steps in here.
I picked up a Starburst off the table down there. Thought it was my cousin's, the stat keeper, only to find out it was a little girl. And she looked and said, "Why is he taking my candy?" Then she said, "You can have it."
Mackenzie Allen made 1 of 2, and that's a steal by Sloan.
And believe it or not, Ritchie's got her second one.
That's going to be, and that is Ritchie.
Yeah.
Be
can you
2
believe
fouls.
that? Oh, my coach.
And Thacker is going to come off the bench to replace Ritchie with 6 minutes and 58 seconds to go.
You mentioned that.
I talked about it, man. That's the formula for June Buchanan to get the W in Cordia, thinking the same thing.
And Allen missed the jumper, and it was rebounded by Fields, missed, and here goes Firth with the basketball at the middle of the floor.
I would trap her and make her give the ball up and make somebody else do something, DA, that they're not comfortable doing now that Alexis is out.
Yep. And Singleton loses it out of bounds, and it'll be the Lady Cavaliers basketball underneath. Kick out to Firth, and she will shoot the three, and she will miss. Singleton with a rebound.
Guys, I called this young lady's entire season in the grade schools, and she is going to be a superstar. Singleton is a really good 7th grader.
And Johnson gets the rebound. Should probably put it back up. Singleton shoots it, knocks it down.
Made me sound like I know something. Right on cue. Cue up the tape, man. She done
a little music at the old Hammond Gym.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Yep, 3-2, 6 minutes, a little over to go, first quarter.
Cordia employing that 2-3, coming out a little bit on the ball to put a little pressure on Firth. Thacker, you remember up at Jenkins, knocked down the three, and there you go, Jamie.
What's there? They hearing us. Have they got ways to listen? They got ear pods in down there or something?
Absolutely.
Maybe it's them new helmets. Oh, that's football, though, and that's going to be a foul, and that foul will be on, looks like to me, it looks like it was on Firth, I believe.
You're right, man, and we're close to DA's favorite rule.
And that's going to be a walk.
3 fouls, 2 more, and they'll be at the free throw line.
Oh, my. Jenkins leading by a bucket here early in the first quarter.
And
boys game coming up right after the ladies get done.
And that is Towson there to Fields. And it's going to be Johnson on nearly with the steal. And Firth with the three misses it. Fields comes down with a rebound.
Got to box out if you're Cordia. You don't have to be bigger. You don't have to be stronger. Just fundamentally box them out.
And it's really tough sometimes with a zone to box. You got to find somebody.
Cordia in that 2-3, and when Jenkins puts a shot up, they've got to start crashing the board with, because Jenkins is getting 2 and 3 opportunities.
And looks like Allen's going to be called with her second foul as Firth took it to the go, and she does pick up her second, as Richie will come into the basketball game along with, for Cordia, Kendall Whitaker, and she'll take out Singleton. And I thought it was going to be 2 shots, but they called it on the floor into Richie, and immediately she puts it in.
I'd go right back at her, fellas. They brought her back out there with those 2 fouls.
Oh, absolutely.
I would drive it straight at her.
And she's got to put her hands in her pockets, and she did right there. As Firth trying to take the charge, did not get the call. Up with a shot, and it's rebounded and put back in by Sloan.
Sloan's a really good young player, too. Yeah. Her aunt was one of the best to play in Knott County, and so she got a lot of potential.
Her aunt, Paige Sloan?
Miss Paige Sloan. You are correct.
My goodness.
That's her aunt.
And shot is long. Allen comes up with it. And Firth is going to be called with a foul. And
7-5 or score, lines opportunities.
Jenkins going to take a timeout here. I don't blame the coach. Get everybody settled down and remind them we don't have to foul this early.
Yeah, 32nd. We'll leave it here. And Katz said, Florida, will you please take this game because we don't want it? Please give it to me.
Oh, my. Got a foul at that late in the game, don't you guys?
Well, I tell you, Jamie, you got a good free throw shooter there. I thought he rushed his free throw when he come back out.
If you make the free throws, game's over.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to let somebody tie it up with a 3 late in the game.
And they had one to give.
Yeah.
Had one to give.
But we're young. We're young. A lot of frustrated folks right now. I feel like that game will hurt us later on. We'll remember that game when it comes Selection Sunday, guys.
Yep. Minus, do you think there'll be a 5 right now?
4 or 5 right now. You never know.
Guys, we were a 2 a couple weeks ago. So now we fell on some hard times quickly.
Yep.
And Sloan with a shot misses it, and Thacker with a rebound. And, guys, you got to remember there's going to be a lot of games between now and then, and a lot of people get beat.
That's true.
We complain, but guess what everybody else in the nation is doing? They're complaining about their team.
I gave some of my buddies from Tennessee a hard time, though. I shouldn't have done that. Every time I do that, Kentucky loses the next time out.
And that's going to be a foul, and that's going to be on Williams, who came in during the timeout.
But, guys, you look at Florida, not a bad ball team. They can shoot the ball, got good size. Look at South Carolina.
Grown men.
They have got muscle on that team.
You look at pulling, whatever he's pulling, whatever. As Richie goes up and almost knocks it in.
Right there is a part of the zone, the lines. If they could have scooted the guard down in front of Richie and brought the other guard over, guys, and not let the ball enter, they're letting the ball enter and then trying to stop her. They need to stop the ball from entering.
And Williams picks up her second foul within probably a minute, and Richie misses the first free throw. Wholesale substitutions come in. Richie eyes the second and knocks it down.
2-2-1, full court press for Jenkins.
And Firth is going to fight over the ball with Sloan, and the possession arrow will stay with the Lady Lions.
3:31 to play here in the contest. 3-point basketball game. Here's a big trip for Cordia.
And Singleton will shoot it from 15, banks it, doesn't go in. Towson with a rebound.
Jenkins on the move.
Thought Williams was going to try for the trifecta there and get three, and Coach was saying get back. And the foul is going to be on 0-0, and that is Taylor Sloan. And that will be the infamous double bonus, as Fields will go to the line and shoot two.
Is this real growing on you guys any at all?
You know.
Absorption. Dr. B would be proud of me at absorption, as Fields will make the second.
9-5 their score.
And I'm sure somebody out there that knew Dr. B would.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Bettinger.
And that's a good seal off by Williams.
We both saw that. That was a great seal.
And there's going to be a foul on Jenkins. And that's going to be double bonus, and that was on Fields. So we're going to shoot a double bonus by Williams.
Lions can cut into this lead a little bit right here. Hit a couple of these.
First one is no good.
Breaking news out of Car Creek. Coach Adam Dials stepped down today. And so
Adam Dials did a good job over there.
Yes, sir. Won a championship a year ago.
Yep.
Runner-up this year.
Did a good job.
I predict it's not his last coaching gig, though. Let me say that. Jenkins with the basketball.
Williams was called for coming over the line as Richie goes in, misses it. Singleton with the rebound. She's got Taylor out front. Well, Fields picks her up, and Taylor loses it, and it goes out of bounds, and it will go to the Lady Cavaliers.
You got to take the fast break if it's there, but if not, there's no harm in bringing that thing back out and running the play there.
Right. Just couldn't get a hold of the basketball, and if she could have, she'd had an opportunity there to put a bucket up under the basket.
And the shot goes up, and it's missed. And Fields had shot it and had fought in there, and it will still be with the Jenkins Lady Cavaliers underneath. Fields back to Firth. She goes up with a jumper and off the board and knocks it down.
Nice play, man. Good shot. Went high up off the glass.
Give her 5, and that's going to be a walk on Sloan.
Look down and see they have the fried bologna sandwiches on the menu. Guys,
they do.
A fan of the Bologna sandwich?
And they were saying they made them extra thick here. So
Jeff Ritchie, the principal here, encouraged us to eat one as Fields knocks down the 3.
That was a nice shot, guys.
Caught it ready to shoot, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She was ready.
Second 3 for the Lady Cavaliers as Towson puts her hand straight up. Throws it over to Towson, does Firth, and she loses it to Sloan. 1 against 4. She's got the angle, though, off the board and puts it in.
Nice play by Sloan. Gets that bucket.
Give her 4.
14-7.
She's about a sophomore and has reached her 1,000th point mark. We'll remember shots like that because she is going to be one of those players, guys.
She is a 7th grader, as most of them are, as Jamie said earlier, as Fields comes down a little bit limping after shooting the shot. Singleton with a bounce pass gives it up, and the nice ball movement. And I didn't see Deaton had to come into the game as Singleton misses it. And I think the trifecta is going to occur, and it was. Williams will pick up her 3rd foul.
Thought that was a pretty good ball movement.
Oh,
by
it
the young
was.
squad,
Yeah, one
guys.
more pass.
One
more, though. Probably would have got them a better shot.
107
to play, though. Got to get in position to rebound, too, sometimes, guys.
14-7, and moving right along here at the historic Hyman Gym.
As Richie will go to the line. She's already 3 of 4, make it 3 of 5 as she misses the first one.
Manus, did you notice D.A. said he was going to let us tell our top 4?
What about him?
He's not getting off that easy tonight. Just go ahead and let y'all know that.
No, because
we're not pulling the stunt that we did at Car Creek.
No,
sir.
Every single
Listen, guys.
Josh Cornett has told me that I've got to go
I've been
ahead
around,
and make you commit tonight, too.
I've been around Harold Mullins many years and Devin Combs. I know when to say something and when not.
When to fold them. You folded.
Yeah. Just watched that movie Saturday night. I hadn't seen it in 10 years.
Thacker over to Fields, and Richie will take it down the middle with a 15-footer off the board. Misses it. Tosin kicks back out to Firth, and it's a little bit long. Richie with a rebound off the board, misses it. And it will come down to the Lady Lions as it kicks out to Allen, and Fields with a back tip, and she won't be able to save it.
36 seconds to play. Jenkins has left the door open for Cordia to stay right in there with them.
Well, Cordia's got some shots. They've missed some on the basket, but they're shooting them right. They're trying to use the board, you know.
And nice catch by Coach Whitaker. Good hands.
He caught it ready to shoot too, Manus.
Yeah, it was in the pocket.
Absolutely.
As Singleton will trigger it in from the sideline. Fields with a jumper, misses it. Richie with a rebound. Last shot? I don't think so. Firth with a kick out to Thacker. Thacker with a 3, and it's off. And Johnson had the rebound, lost it, and they're going to call a walk on Johnson with 16.7 seconds.
Of course, our buddy Winston Lee will be coaching in the boys' game, and Mitch Smith, 2 good young coaches.
Yes, they are. They work very hard with their teams.
And it's taken away of Thacker, and that's taken away by Whitaker, and she will not get the shot off for we end the first quarter.
15-7 their score. Stay with us. Second quarter coming up from Hyman.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back to the second quarter, getting ready to tip off here. 15-7, their score. Jenkins leading, and we talking a little bit about ratings.
What's the over-under, Manus? He eats a fried bologna sandwich or tells us his top 4 first. Which one's the greater of the 2?
Bottle of water and a fried bologna sandwich. That is.
You can't get him to narrow it down to 4. There's no way.
Jenkins will have the ball. Guys, second quarter underway.
Let's see if the Lady Cavaliers can get the ball inside to Richie, and there they do. And she kicks it to Fields, who steps back for the open three. Nice rebound comes down to Allen. To Sloan, as Jenkins will be employing the zone against them as well.
Prairie Central leads Hazard girls 32-19. A little bigger gap than what I thought it would be.
Yeah, but you know, Hazard, the last couple times I've seen them play, not hitting the bucket very well, Jamie.
Well, speaking of hitting the bucket, I thought Tosin would hit that one from 28 feet.
That went down and out, didn't it?
Yep. Allen strong to the go-off. Got her own rebound blocked by Richie. Richie has to be careful in there with 2 fouls and puts it in with Sloan.
Hey.
Give her 6.
15-9, and Jamie, you was high on her as before this game started, Sloan, and I can see why. I got
Richie didn't make rim there as Johnson gets the rebound. Fields trying to find someone, gives it back to Johnson. Got to hurry, and it's going to be a timeout.
Excellent timeout. Good timeout. He saved possession there, guys. And
yes, he did.
Plus, he'll use this as a great way to demonstrate how to pass through this press versus trying to put your head down and dribble.
30 seconds, so we'll leave that here with 6:41, 15-9 score.
And, you know, a lot of people want that rule to be like if, and, you know, that will probably come into vogue someday because it's essentially going to happen. We're going to have a shot clock.
You think so?
There is no doubt in my mind that the other states are pushing the National Federation to push for a shot clock, not knowing that in order to have a shot clock, you got to have support people to run it right. And then it gives, unless you're going to have the officials that can start it and stop it from their belt. And, you know, a lot of technology has been used for that particular purpose. And if you did that, then if official Derek Flincham had a count of 6, then that would be a count of 6 when you put it in the backcourt. Yeah, wouldn't that be interesting?
That would.
Guys, I just love the game, though. Why make changes to something that is right? It's going good.
That's why you go all the way out there in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and have a National Federation meeting.
Yeah.
Sloan will shoot the 2, and it's long. Rebound comes down to Tosin. She outlets it to Firth, and we got Fields out in front, but she doesn't see her. Then she sees her, gives it back to Thacker. And that's going to be aggression by Whitaker.
Well, Whitaker doing a good job on that left side of that zone.
Yep. Good pressure.
And Richie, we got to be careful. Kicks it to Fields for the deep 3, and she knocks it down, and that's Alyssa Fields. First 3, give her 4.
Got Fields up on the front of the press as well.
Steal by Thacker, gives it up to Richie. She's fouled, and it doesn't go, and that's going to be on number 24. That's Kylie Fields, as Richie will go to the line for 2 more, and she will be her 7th and 8th free throw of the first half.
Coach Gazee talking to the young lady, reminding her, let's see who we're passing that ball to. Turn and see the person before you throw it to them.
And Singleton is back in the basketball game. Richie up, and Richie's good.
It's both of those, 29, 11-point lead. That's Jenkins' largest lead of the game so far.
Allen with a screen from Singleton, and she's going to throw it away. Firth looks to Richie, and Thacker kind of got in her way. Goes up and misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Singleton. Singleton's going to go to the goal. Up, and that's good defense by Tosin, but the rebound's by Sloan, and Sloan puts it in.
Sloan having a ball game.
Give her 8. That's nice defense.
Her picture on one of those hometown 24 cards.
I wish somebody give me one.
Guys, I went to Bull Creek and tried to buy some. I can't find them, but everybody else has got them. DA's pulled them out of his pocket. Hook me up, somebody, with some of those cards, man. I'd like to have the whole set and get the kids to autograph.
I mean, if I'm sitting there watching this game and you get one of those kinds of things, and I'm a player, I want to be one of one. As Whitaker played good defense, Sloan with another 3. Whitaker has come in with energy as Allen will shoot the 3, banks it, misses it. Fields with a rebound. Cavaliers got to rebound that basketball and missed by Singleton, and Singleton will knock it out of bounds.
Tell you what, the Lions are hustling, guys. They're just not being able to convert sometimes here and getting some opportunities.
It's hard to coach effort. If you've got effort, you can make things happen. And Towson is going to be called for shuffling her feet.
Got our buddy Richard Martin with Bluegrass Pest Management watching tonight. Hello to him. And then, of course, thank you to the folks down in Cordia sharing our game for us on the social medias there.
Glad to have everybody along. I know Dave and Ann Dixon's watching over at Cordia. Dave's got a big sandwich right now, and it's probably 4 or 5 inches thick with a Pepsi. I know him, man. He's bad for it.
As Singleton steals the cross-court pass, goes in and lays it in.
Yeah, she can play at the next level. If there hasn't been a team or two reach out to her, they need to. She can play next level.
She's in double figures with 10, and nice job. And Coach wanted to charge, did not get it as Allen lays it in, give her 3. (22-13), 3:51. Kicks it to Firth. Firth will shoot the 3, misses it. Rebound comes down to Alyssa Fields.
Alyssa likes that corner shot. I'm surprised she's not over there. Now you see her come out.
Running that out of the one. And stolen by Sloan. Sloan goes in, and she's going to get called for a foul by Towson.
Cordia has cut this back to 9, and they'll go to the free throw line trying to get it even closer.
Yeah,
3:30 to play.
And Sloan will go to the line, and where she is shooting 55% on the season, makes the first. That looked like a lot better than 55%.
It did. No rim that time. All net.
Second one is long. Rebound's going to come down to Whitaker. And it's taken away by Fields.
I tell you what, number 25, Fields for Jenkins. She's an aggressive little gal. She plays hard and can shoot it.
And first pass is official Doug Gross says it was deflected, and I would have to agree with him. And Richie is fouled, and I'm not sure which one fouled her. I think 3 did. And it's going to be called on Taylor Sloan, and that's going to be her second, as Richie will go to the line for her 11th and 12th free throw.
Right now, Taylor or one of the other lines need to line up down here to block the shooter out on the free throw. Wouldn't you think so, guys?
Yes, sir. Coach
Because
thinking about whether or not he has to take Sloan out, he looked over and asked him how many fouls did she have.
I tell you what, she's been all the offense.
I've got to go with her. Normally I'm a fan of taking her out, but about have to stay with her in this case.
Thacker picks up the foul, and Jenkins moves that 2-2-1 even further. Richie steals it and misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Allen, and she's going to be fouled by Firth.
Allen probably their best free throw shooter on paper, Madison, so they'll want to make a note and try to stay away from fouling her, the senior.
And Firth has picked up her 3rd foul, and she remains in there. I'm not sure if Coach Whitaker knows that or not.
I'm going to vote no because, again, she's an important player for them.
Sloan off the board, misses it. Richie with the rebound.
Nice move. Kept the ball low through the lane.
And Coach Whitaker's been told as Firth throws it up, misses it, wanted a foul. And we've got a 3 against 0, not unselfish.
Fast break. You are correct, too, man. It should have taken that one, but says, no, here, you take this one. You've earned it as a senior.
Absolutely. 23-16. We'll take a break and be back. Stay with us.
There's love in every connection at Appalachian Wireless. Even if you want to connect with no credit check, no contracts, and most features are postpaid. Talking about Forward Pay, the simple, easy way to connect. And this month, get $50 off select prepaid devices and plans starting as low as $19.99 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99 per month. At 10 gig of data for only $39.99 per month. How about unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down? It's Forward Pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions.
Welcome back, 23-16. Guys, you had mentioned the floor, Jamie. This floor is a great floor to play basketball.
They built this gym for the longevity too, guys. You think about how old this place is, and it's still a good facility.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And we played a game over here one time in grade school, and when I walked through the gym, I told each one of them, I said, you know what? Some of the greatest shooters, mountain shooters of all time is shot in this. And guess what you get to do? You get to shoot here.
Light it up.
Yeah.
Some DA never had a trouble with it.
Then I think we shot like 28%. So anyway, enough for that.
Did you measure how far the rim is from the ground?
I did not. I didn't do that.
Guys, that's on my bucket list. I'm going to go up there, though, and watch a game up there.
Knightstown, as Richie goes up again, gets her own rebound a third time. Is it a fourth time? And a fourth time's a charm.
One at the dollar store anymore.
It's tough when you get 4 right there if you're the Lions trying to play, get the ball back rather on the rebound. And
she's so strong, David.
I know. That's the difference.
Fields looks up. Sloan's got the left side and puts it in.
Sloan's having a ball game, guys. 18-25, under 2 minutes till half.
Give her double figures. She has 11. And you speak of 11, and that's going to be a foul on Kendall Whitaker.
The CORDIA Lion Nation didn't like that call.
No, they did not, but they liked the hustle. Firth across, and Singleton just misses it. Fields goes in, misses it. Guess who? And she's going to be fouled. And Kylie Fields will pick up her second.
They probably got to find her, guys, before the other teammates shoot it. Didn't have any chance to keep her away from the rim.
I'm kind of surprised that the Lions have not put 1 in front of her and 2 beside of her and take their chance on somebody else.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, sometimes you just can't move great size and strength. You just got to beat them to the spot.
She has an knack for being able to get there, too, don't she?
Yep, she does. Got to beat them to the spot.
Hazard on a little bit of a run over there. They've cut that one to 11. So, Lady Dogs making some noise over there.
Hazard's very capable of getting on the roll. They've got some good young players. And
and Allen's going to throw it away.
Thought her teammate was there waiting, but not today.
Somebody zipped when they were supposed to have zapped.
And Fields comes up rubbing her belly and says, I took one right in the solar plexus. She laughed about it, good-natured laugh. And Whitaker comes out and says, I will guard you, Firth. Don't you be doing that behind the back stuff. Firth with a dribbling.
Good job. They stepped over there and took the lane away from her.
And Whitaker is going to pick up a foul, and that's going to be Whitaker's second. And that's going to be 2 shots from this point on. And Firth will shoot 2.
Long way to foul from the basket that time.
Firth with her Marcus Haynes impersonation as she makes the first of 2. And Whitaker will go out, and Deaton will come back in for the Lady Lions. Misses the second one, and Alyssa Fields will get the rebound. Gives it up to Fields. Back to Firth, and they'll set in their 1-3-1 set. Deaton comes out. Coach Kazee says, come out and pressure the basketball. And they wanted a 5-second count, I believe.
22-18, down 10. Cordia trying to pick things up a little bit defensively here.
A little bit physical. And
I got a little contact there.
Yes, that was.
And Singleton's going to pick up her first, and that will send Thacker for 2 to the free throw line.
Guys, we talked about the boys, but the girls' region will be played where?
Estill County.
Estill County.
Long way down the road.
And the boys will be played
at Powell.
At Powell. I thought that's what we said.
Yeah.
I'm already making arrangements.
Yeah. Powell and Estill.
And Thacker puts it up and misses it as well.
Have we already hit our buddy Tim Short up for a van? Something other. We can all ride together. Carpool at its best.
Him or David Thacker won.
David has put us in one of those work vans. So
He would,
I don't want to have to
wouldn't he?
hang on to the handrails back there.
And expect us to work on the way down.
I don't know about all that.
Fields got to get rid of it out of bounds with 4.5 seconds to go in the first half.
Jenkins, Cordia has come out with a pressure, and Jenkins is going to the corners instead of looking in the middle right now.
Coach Kazee throws it down. Good look to Sloan. Sloan looks up, gets it off, and almost banks it in.
Sloan played a great first half for the Lions. No question about it. We're at halftime, 28-18, Jenkins by 10. We're going to take a break. We have the Man Toyota at the half. We'll come back and talk a little region basketball tournaments that will be coming up soon.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster, with the layest technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. We're at halftime here at the old Hyman Gym, downtown Hyman. 28-18 our score. Jenkins leading Cordia here at the half, the girls' game. We're at the Mantoy-Oda at the half, and Manus are scoring for the game.
And, you know, before I do that, the major difference in this game has been the makes by Jenkins. The difference is the number of free throws they've made. Cordia has made 1 of 6. So, major difference. First for the Jenkins Lady Cavaliers, Alyssa Fields has 4. Cadence Firth has 6. Alexis Ritchie has 15. Towson played and did not score. Thacker played, did not score. Ashley Fields had 3 for a total of 28 points for the Lady Cavaliers. For the Cordia Lady Lions, Taylor Sloan, as we mentioned, having a really good game, has 11. Deaton played, did not score. Williams played, did not score, picked up 3 fouls. Kendall Whitaker, who played great defense, did not score in the first half. Allen had 5 points. Kylie Fields failed to score. Shakira Johnson failed to score. And Asia Singleton picked up 2 for a total of 18 points for the Cordia Lady Lions. And I failed to mention, but I've kind of mentioned that the referees tonight was Doug Gross, Mark Pence, and Dirk Flincham.
Guys, we've got a good ball game going, 28-18. Lions have got a shot here to come back. I got a message from Corbett Mullins over at Wolf Pen. Corbett watches Hometown 24, watches a lot of the basketball games, and he's also with the Alumni Association at Carr Creek and does a lot of business there. He's telling me that he's trying, or he may have heard plans, that next year the Carr Creek Gym might come into play and not Central will play Ashland if that game can be worked out.
For the Glory Road
yeah.
induction. I hadn't caught wind of that, too. And
so
you talk about a fun game that we're going to go ahead and commit to being at because, what, 300 people?
Oh, no, we could do.
You sure?
We can do 4. We can always set 4 or 5 up behind us on the stage or up top. And also in Carr Creek, they on the main back near the wall, they've got standing room. They've got standing room all the way down on the side you come in. So that is probably another 60 to 75 fans.
Okay.
So I think we may can get 400 in there. And if we can't, Corbett and I may have to take something out, so we want people to come to the game.
If you get to that game late.
Closed circuit.
If you're late getting there for that game.
What you do, you put everybody up at your house with a big screen.
We
closed
could.
circuit.
Hey, you know, I hadn't thought about that.
Closed circuit TV.
Corbett, I'll get with you, my friend, and you will work something out on those parking passes.
You'll have the best parking spot.
You'd have to shuttle from the shelter at Carr Fork Lake.
Oh, yeah.
I believe the footage of it could be used in a movie, though. There's a movie and a book to be told and wrote from right there. It would be.
And if they bring Ashland over, it's my good friend Dusty Bonner who took over at Ashland, and my good buddy's assistant coach, Mr. Troy Lee Thomas.
Oh,
who
my.
is a Letcher High School grad and still holds the record and will hold the record for infinity and beyond, 11 three-pointers made in a basketball game.
That will be an interesting time.
So
my friends.
Ashland, of course, a perennial power and a perennial historical.
Yeah, Tomcats.
The Tomcats.
Yeah.
Hey, how about this for a segue? That will be the Glory Road game, but we got one of those a lot sooner.
We do indeed.
And
tomorrow
that's Friday night.
Yeah.
Not County Central, the Morton Combs Athletic Complex, or the Big House on the Creek, as Mr. Mullins would say, will be added to the Glory Road gymnasiums. Guys, when that's done, that's going to be neat because you'll be able to trace the gyms on the map and on the Alps that hold those on.
And you know, people from Indiana, Ohio, will want to come to those gyms.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You hear your mom and dad and grandparents talk about those schools and so forth, and it'll draw some attention for the avid basketball fans.
And we're expecting some players back from those teams, so we'll get to talk to them, guys. Maybe we'll get some interviews with them tomorrow night and have a big time up at the Morton Combs Athletic Complex. I want to thank everybody for joining us. The Man Toyota at the half, and it's 28-18, and we're going to leave it right here because the players are breaking out as we speak. The Cordia line's getting ready to go. Coach Whitaker getting ready to tell the ladies in green it's time to play ball again, and here comes the officials. And
you know the great thing about double headers, he gets to have a second Man Toyota at the half, and he will then get to tell us who he thinks the top four teams in the four teams.
In the boys basketball, Hazard Bulldogs, Breathitt, Knott County, and Purry is my four picks. In girls, Owsley County, Knott County, Letcher County. Now I'm not listing the girls in order. I'm just giving you the four top picks. Because right now, if I had to pick a girls team, it would be Owsley or Letcher, and not starting to play well. But now Letcher has played pretty good all season.
You got to have a fourth one. Who you putting in the fourth one?
Purry. I'll put the Commodores in there.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think, my friend Manus Blair?
I don't know. I don't like to think because if I make picks, I'm a jinx.
He just give you a hard time about it.
Justin Amberg said I was a jinx the other night, so if he's watching a three.
Play a little music downtown Hyman. Sloan with a big bucket there.
Give her 14.
Hey.
Justin Amberg said I was a jinx, so I'm not going to jinx any players answers back. Alyssa Fields.
A wise man said before the season starts, the fact that these teams have to travel down to Powell and Estill could come into play. A really wise guy said that. And I've remembered him saying
guys, I want to tell you something through experience.
And, you know, he only included one 56 district team. Despite their not having to travel, he did not put but 1 out of 8 from the 56th district.
Well, guys, out of the 56th district, the Estill boys and the Powell boys is capable, and I'm going to say capable, of knocking somebody off one game. I do not think those teams could win 2 games in the region.
No, I don't either, but I think I'm going to give Powell to be the outside chance of beating.
Yeah.
They'll go in as a district winner, and they'll play one of these teams as a runner-up, and they could cause problems down there that far away.
Yes, they could. That could be very true. No question about it.
Sloan picks up her 3rd foul, and I'm not sure about Firth if she made a misstep but
she's going to come out because she took a pretty good lick there, but I'm glad to see her walking off.
Yep, and had Richie on the wing, and she can go get that basketball. Nobody touched it.
Cordia showing a little man-to-man here.
Fields with a deep 3, misses it, and Tosin, well, I thought she knocked it out, but Singleton saves it. She's got to look up, and she does.
Hey, look at that
Nice pass.
Oh,
Sloan missed
shoots it underneath.
There.
Got caught too far underneath.
Yep. That was an opportunity that
a good look by Singleton.
Yeah, she normally makes that.
Only problem I have with her, guys, she'll shy away now from the next couple of shots. And Sloan's too good and too important for this team. She got to keep shooting. Big deal if you messed up.
Singleton goes over to her left side, blocked by Richie. Fields will pick it up, and she's going to the goal and misses the layup. Rebound by Singleton. Here we go again. And Alyssa Fields is going to pick up the foul, and that's going to be her second.
DA, I like Letcher and Knott to meet in the finals once again in the girls' 14th region. I know you're big on Owsley.
Owsley, a lot of experience.
I think Letcher and
here.
Owsley play each other in the Final Four, and I think Letcher beats them.
Well, I will agree with. I think Letcher's very capable of beating them. No
Guys,
question about that.
I'm not going to go away from my prediction. Is Sloan, Jamie? She proved you wrong.
Hey, I'm glad she did, man. I'm glad she did. Looks up here out of the left corner of her eye and gives us that little smile.
And she's got 17 now.
Yes, she does. And
Richie's going to lose it out of bounds.
She's playing well. So.
And the Lady Lions have closed it down to 7 real quickly, and capable of getting it down to 4, 5. And Firth says no, and steals it and puts it in.
Big turnover there. Lions trying to make a move, and you give up too easy.
Excellent timeout here for Coach Kazee. I think this will have to be a full DA.
Yep.
I think so, and because I think, yes, it is. 33-24 score, 5:15 to go. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back. 24-33 your score, 5:15, third quarter. And guys, talking a little more regional basketball here. We brought up Wolf County, and they're coming to town tomorrow night, just up the road here for the Glory game. But
and we will see the best freshman basketball player in the 14th region.
I've heard
in
that.
my
One
opinion.
of the best in the mountains.
Yeah.
He's for real, guys, and he works so hard. Not only is he talented, but he's somewhere, if they're not playing, he's somewhere right now practicing. I've never seen a kid with the work ethics like Mr. Fletcham.
And he can score on all 3 levels and knocks down the free throws as Whitaker beats the press, gives it up to Sloan.
Scored his 1,000th point, guys, this week, and he's only a freshman.
Yes, he did.
a guy can shoot that does that.
And Sloan's shot is blocked by Firth.
Hey, how about Peyton Dixon? Shout out to him. Signed with Berea College. I think it's a win-win for them and him. I know he got injured, but they got a chance to sign one of the top players in the 14th. I'd take him. Oh, I'd take him in a
like
heartbeat.
him. He hustles. He plays hard.
And he'll be completely healed soon.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's a very good student, by the way, too. Very good
Who knows?
student.
He may be back in the tournament, Jamie Hughes. You never know.
I had not heard that.
You never know. I mean, I'm not either. I'm just saying
more
he's a young guy who plays hard and has got a good drive about him, so look out.
I hope he does, because I bought a bunch of stock in him. I'll tell you that much. He's one of my favorites. I know we're not supposed to have him, but he just works so hard and does it right. I'm a big PD fan.
As Fields tries to get it in, and it's going to be knocked away. And we're going to have a foul.
I'd like to see Sloan throw that in there. Throw it in, get it back, and take it on. She's got the hot hand right now.
Number 1. Foul was on number 1. Is that correct?
I thought he said 11, but it has to be 1.
It has to be Tosin. That'll be her second. Allen with a catch, but loses it, and not sure what happened there, but Allen's strong, and that's going to be Richie's third foul as Allen took it to the rim.
At the next level, DA, Richie has to move her feet better. Got to get there before the ball does as a defender.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids don't realize in the 14th what they're looking at if they're going to play at the next level.
Oh, absolutely.
Allen
you know,
misses
I've seen her move without the ball on the break. Seems to have some speed there, but I tell you, she's got the strength. No question about that. So you'll just have to see how it would develop for her if she's working towards it.
And it's going to be a foul on Sloan, and unfortunately, that's going to be her fourth foul.
Oh, my goodness. The Lions cannot go without
And
Sloan.
they put the basketball in before they can get a sub in. And Fields misses it. Fields up. Alyssa Fields twice. Richie gets it and puts it in.
They've got somebody special over there. She's done a great job. A place that's always had a really good player has got another good one.
Sloan with a three, and it's long. Rebound comes down to Tosin, and she rips it out of there. And that's going to be on Whitaker.
Probably not a bad foul, though. She may have saved her teammate from fouling out. 3:50 to play.
As Sloan will come out with those 4 fouls, as Singleton will replace her. Kick to Richie. Richie comes up short. Allen with a rebound, knocked away, and I believe, let's check it here. And that will be on Richie, and that's going to be her 4th. So both teams with their scorer leader of the game are both going to be out as Thacker will replace.
Boy, you talk.
That hurts Jenkins because they lose their top rebounder, probably their best passer, and their leading scorer that Magnus just said.
Right. Jenkins is in the 2-3 right now, and Cordia, this is a time if Sloan hadn't have got her 4th, man, could take advantage of this, and I'll see if they can.
Singleton misses. Fields with the rebound. Got to put that thing up. Kicks it back out to Allen. Singleton goes with a runner and banks it in.
Hey, just use the glass.
Looked like she was up there in the bank of Hyman's drive-through, fellas.
Absolutely. Leads at 8.
And Fields with a deep 3, misses it, and that's going to be a foul.
Looks like.
And that's going to be on Fields. That's going to be
Number
on
5,
Ashley
too,
Fields.
guys. The biggest thing about that, so Cordia will go down now and shoot some free throws with the clock stopped. A lot of clock left, too. 3:04 to play in the 3rd.
And Allen will be the one that will be going for her 2 shots.
Well, a lot of time. This 3rd quarter, guys, so this game could tighten right up, especially Richie sitting there on the bench. And I don't think the coach has no choice but to save her till half of the,
If
or
you're
at least 5
Cordia,
minutes.
would you think about offense, defense, get Sloan out there at least just to play the offensive side?
Yeah, absolutely.
Allen with the second, and it rolls, doesn't go. And that's going to be a foul on Whitaker. And that's going to be her 4th.
Yeah.
So who does the Lady Lions get to score, and who for the Lady Cavs?
I think
can
it's
score?
Singleton's choice offensively for Cordia, and then this young lady with the basketball for Jenkins, they probably go as she goes. She's going to make them come out of that zone, D.A.
Yeah, and Lions, I wonder if Coach Z has got a trap play up front to make her give it up.
And it was deflected. Kick to Firth in the corner, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Williams, and it's knocked by Tosin. Looking back to Fields. Alyssa Fields misses with a 3. Allen with a rebound. And that's going to be a block on Firth.
Yeah.
And that's going to be her 4th.
Well, same thing I saw over at June Buchanan. The exact same thing unfolding here. 2:15 to play. If you're Coach Kazee, you just make sure you hit back defensively here.
And
Cordia's
Lions not taking advantage.
Yeah, they got to hit some. That's three in a row they've
And
missed.
here you go, David.
He's going to go with the offense-defensive switch, is he not?
Well,
we're about to find out.
Yeah, he's brought her in
so.
to play offense, but I'd say they've got a sub waiting to take her out.
And Allen misses, and Williams with a rebound.
Firth just fouled out.
She's going to be gone.
The old ball bounced Cordia's way that time, D.A.
Yes, it is, and that's a big foul right there with 2:12 to go third quarter about getting the ball up for Jenkins. Will Cordia extend their pressure now?
As Williams will go to the line, but Cordia's got to take advantage of the foul line shots that they're getting.
So far.
Knees and follow through. She rushed that one.
Yeah.
That one's good. Oh, I thought it was.
And Towson is going to be called for Wall.
It's a good call, fellas. Her teammate turned her back on her, and she had to drag her foot before she could make the pass. That's a good call. 2:09 to play here in the third.
Singleton and doesn't go. Ritchie with the rebound, and Ritchie takes off. Left-hand dribble goes straight up, misses it. Goes back up, misses it. Towson is going to be called for
over the back.
Over the back with a push.
With a push nowadays.
With a
Yes,
push.
sir.
And that's going to be Towson's third.
You know what? That was very close.
Could have been. You're right. Go ahead and finish it. You're right. I saw it too. She came close to getting her filth on that left side, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Yep.
As Williams will miss the first and misses the second.
Cordia would like to have made half of their misses. Half of their misses, and they'd be leading the game.
I'll figure it out right here in a second how many they have missed. And that's going to be a foul on
Singleton.
On Singleton.
I'm
Did not want to foul her, guys.
I'm surprised Coach Kazee has not put 3 on her and 2 on the go and tell them to fire away.
Right.
Because they have been struggling tonight.
But here's why you don't foul her.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She knows her numbers may be limited, so she's going to get her points now.
Give her
Good
19.
rotation on that one, boys. That's a nice free throw there.
Lead back to 10 with 1:40, third quarter.
Singleton goes by Towson and misses.
Got to hit that, guys.
Use that backboard.
Good hustle by Williams. Gives it up to Singleton. She goes up. Ritchie couldn't do anything. And the jump ball will stay with the Lady Lions.
Here's why I like small-town basketball, though. These parents and these fans are oohing and on every shot that's took by Cordia. I don't want this game to ever lose that feeling right there. The whole community supporting this little team and really getting behind them.
Ritchie deflects it and is stolen by Towson. I agree with you, Jamie. I'm a small school guy. Been my whole life.
Coach felt like he was fouled down here, 1:14 to play, and he just got teed up talking about it.
Oh, my.
Got a little vocal.
Well.
So now we're going to shoot 2, and then the ball will be retained by the Lady Lions. And it looks like Singleton will go to the line to shoot the 2 technical free throws. And the first one is short.
Right there, guys, has been their bad spot of third quarter. If anything, they've not done very well. It's that charity line right there.
And the second one is good.
37-28, and the Lions get the ball back, guys.
I'd drive it straight at 13.
I would
lower my head and take a chance on an offensive charge, but I would go at her right now with those 4 fouls.
Singleton with a double staggered screen gives it up to Fields. Trying to get Singleton a little distance in there. Here she goes, and that's what you're talking about.
That's what
Jamie.
I would have done. I like the idea behind it.
And Towson was standing on the line. And she's in disbelief.
She bent down and pointed it out to him. That line? Are you sure I crossed that line? I love it. I love it.
Straight line, and they fade out, and it's going to be over her head, but Allen retains it.
Oh, she's got numbers. Somebody got to be down.
Yep. And that foul is going to be on number 2, Alyssa Fields, and that's going to be her third.
Both teams have wasted some fouls out here, 45, 50 feet from the bucket. And
you hate that too, don't you?
That gets me. That just
one
gets
thing I've already learned this season, he does not like fouls.
50
when
you
you
see these fouls 80 feet away, oh my.
Allen with the second one, and she knocks that one down.
Cut it to 8, 37-29.
Thacker gives it up to Tosin, who will shoot the 3 and knocks it down.
Big shot.
Oh, my. That's a momentum breaker there.
Yeah,
Jenkins needed that one shot.
Her first bucket of the game. Singleton goes up and misses it. Ritchie with the rebound with 25 seconds to go. Left-hand dribble back to the right, goes up, loses control of it, and it will be retained by Fields. Fields looks for the outlet to Singleton, and Singleton will make the layup.
Money in the bank, man.
Nice
Money
shot
in the
there.
bank.
Back to single digits, 7 seconds.
Ritchie off the board, knocks it down.
Hard to do anything with Ritchie.
Boy, her teammate made a nice pass to her, too, there, guys.
Absolutely.
Good.
42-31, fourth quarter coming up. Stay with us, a good one.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I am motivated.
I am retired.
I am a grandmother.
I am a veteran. I am an entrepreneur. I am a son.
I am a small business owner.
I am HCTC.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
42-31 their score, fourth quarter, getting ready to start here at the home site for the Cordia Lions.
Guys, I know they'd rather be playing in Lotts Creek, but they have adapted well to this and made the best out of it.
They have.
Nice seating down there, and the principal was bought in and said, hey, we're going to make the best of this.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be a foul on Allen.
Any score from down the road?
Yes, Purry leading that one 73-53, under a minute to play, so the Lady Commodores will get a good home win.
Yes,
and that'll get the momentum fired up for that second game. I know everybody's penciled Hazard in to win that one.
Oh, that's going to be a fight.
Might not be as big a margin as everybody thinks.
I think Purry will fight hard and the Dogs will fight hard. It'll be usually those two throw the records out and let them go play ball.
If Castle plays 4 quarters, I think it's a dog fight. But if he gets in foul trouble, then Purry probably falls to Hazard a little bigger. Big offensive rebound and a putback. Magnus puts them back up 13.
Yep, Thacker with it. And, with Hazard and Purry Central girls or boys, it's always a battle. And that's going to be a foul. I missed that foul. Guys, help me here a little bit.
At 24, I'm thinking the foul was thrown. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Illegal screen.
And that was Fields, and that's her third. And that's going to go out of bounds as Tosin tried to work the high-low.
Cordia's come back with Sloan now. She needs to get something offensively here, playing with those 4 fouls. She knows she's on borrowed time.
Singleton with a deep 3 and knocks it down.
Nice shot.
Give her double figures.
Yeah.
Cut it back to 10. That's a big shot right there.
Lions has got it down as low as 7 third quarter, but that is close as they could get.
Here goes Allen, and she's got the avenue to go. And Tosin with the rebound throws it away to Singleton. Singleton is going to be fouled. And that's going to be probably on Thacker, and it is.
You wait, though. You wait till Sloan and Singleton are about juniors. They're seventh graders now.
Yeah.
They play together for, 6 seasons over there? You wait till they're sophomores and juniors. Got to work on that free throw game, though.
Yeah, free throws.
4 of 21.
I told you they'd like to have half of their misses.
4 of 22. And, you know, once you start missing, it seems like it's just a cavalcade. Just one follows the other.
Half of their misses would make it a 1-point game, guys. Cordia has struggled from the free throw line. Both of you know as a coach that's the most frustrating thing ever because you can't shoot those free throws for them.
There's a reason it's called free. And it's stolen. Here goes Thacker. And she's going to be fouled by Singleton, and that's going to be her third. And we're going to have some people that plays in this game that have yet to have any kind of action.
What you're saying is there's a chance I might get a play, right?
There is a very distinct chance that one of those girls is Sloan, reaches across Richie, steals it, tries to get it to Singleton, and it go out of bounds.
A little extra on the lead pass there.
Yeah. Had a little Spanglish on it. She's tried to spin it back to her, and they're going to say it was deflected by Jenkins.
So maybe not as bad as a pass as I thought.
No, let's give her credit again. Williams shot, rebound shot, and Richie with the rebound. She's got Tosin out in front, goes in off the left side, knocks it in.
Too easy for Richie, and the lead's back at 12.
Give her 23, and we have and 13 is going to pick up.
That's her fifth foul.
Fifth foul.
That's huge, guys.
Did not see what transpired. Maybe she wanted a foul on the shot. Not really sure. As Sloan will shoot 2 free throws, knocks down the first.
Is that 20 points for Sloan?
That is 18.
18. Wow.
18.
She's got time to get 20.
And that's 19 for her. And Cordia will keep the basketball.
And the lead's at 10. And now there is time for the Lions to make a run here.
And Singleton is fouled.
That's a hard foul.
And that's going to be on number 14. And I believe number 14 is Chippewa. She's listed on mine as 44. But I believe that's who that is. And that's her first. And the ball's deflected. And it's going to be a walk on Williams.
5:46 to play. This one, guys, could come down to who's able to make the big free throws, perhaps.
Maybe, but Lions need a couple more buckets. If Jenkins, you know, they've held this lead at 10 for a long time.
Thacker goes in and lays it in.
Sloan has to give way with those 4 fouls. She backs off of her to keep from picking up that 5th foul. Probably the right decision, but that's too easy for Jenkins.
And Singleton's going to miss it. Tosin with the rebound.
Tosin a big night with the boards.
And that's going to be a foul on
number
Fields.
2.
And I believe that's going to be her 4th. And Singleton's going to shoot 2 free throws.
That's what you said the last time, Manus.
I did.
Almost the exact same sentence.
I'm repetitive. Misses the first.
What you packing in a picnic basket for us when we go to Powell and Eston?
Oh, my. We'll need one.
We're going for a road trip down there and stop somewhere on the way back.
Yeah, we'll need it.
We're looking forward to it, though, guys. It's going to be a barrel of fun.
5:22, 48-36, leads at 12.
I have it on good authority that Brian Hall has you a spot saved right beside the tuba down there.
Well, knowing Brian
that's
Hall.
what I've been told now.
Knowing Brian Hall hits the truth. Brian's
and that's going to be.
And that's going to do it for Sloan.
That's going to be 5 on Sloan.
That's tough, too. 5:05 to play because
Good ball game.
She has played well. Now, if you're Cordia, you just have to get after them and get something on a fast break.
And that's a steal. Singleton with the right hand, with a back to the left, misses it.
She's just
and that's
not
gonna
comfortable on that right side.
It's going to be tied up, and that's what she's got to work on.
She will work on that. By the time she's a sophomore, that'll come second nature, but right now she is, folks, a 7th grader that goes left-handed only.
Out to Allen, gives it to Singleton. Dribbles off her foot. Well, good sportsmanship by Fields. She picks her up, but Whitaker steals it, and there's going to be a foul call.
Looks like 14 of Jenkins may get the foul.
And it is.
Whitaker going to the line for those 2, so she'll get a chance to cut into the lead here.
Yep, free throw line's not being kind to the lines tonight. Been tough, matter of fact.
And
Got
Whitaker
that one.
dunks the first down.
So much for that, she says. Hit it nothing but the bottom.
Misses the second. Rebound comes down to Allen and Chippewa, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to the Lady Cavaliers.
Look at here. Cordia going to play a little full court pressure now. Out of bounds. It'll go back to the Lady Lions.
Probably should have passed that over to her teammate. She was doubled, and
got to see that trap ahead. That's why you tell young kids at home, dribble with your head up.
Yeah.
You could have saw that better if she'd had her head up. I think Singleton's got to take that one to the rim.
Allen with a 3.
Play a little music.
Good timeout.
48-40, and it's going to be a 30 seconds, so we'll leave it here with 4:19 to go in the fourth quarter.
Shaky crystal ball, fellas. Do we win Saturday in Lexington?
It's going to be tough.
Oh, you better believe it. Number 5 in the country, coming off a loss. I'll be honest with you, I wish South Carolina hadn't beat Tennessee, because now they got a second thing to play for.
I'm telling you, South Carolina and Florida, those 2 teams, they've got strength.
Well, you've got Southeast Conference. You've got people. And I look forward to the day where we're back to 18, 19, 20, and 21, 22-year-olds playing. Because you've just got 2, and this is my opinion, nobody else's opinion but mine. But you're playing 3 or 4 different colleges, universities, and then you're going up against, if I'm a 17, 18-year-old freshman playing against a 24-year-old man,
it's going to be tough.
And, that's what we've got going on. And that's a part of COVID, and it's part of some of the transfer stuff that we've entered into. Tennessee is one of those. They're tough.
Did you ever see a day where it would be legal for the milk company to sponsor a Kentucky player? It's probably not the first time it's happened, but it's legal now. Reed Shepherd got an NIL deal with the Milk Association here in Kentucky.
And, being from down around London, flavor rich.
Borden, all of them, yeah.
All of them down that way. As Singleton goes in, and she misses the shot. Rebound's coming down to Allen, and she's going to be fouled by Chippewa a little while. And
Field's still down over there, too, so
and that's
it's 3. Up a little slowly.
So we've got Allen that's going to go to the line.
How'd you like to be Cordia and win this thing from the line after you struggled all night?
And that one rolls, and it's off. And thought it was a sub, but there's no sub.
Big one over in the 15th region. Pikeville playing host to Martin County. I think Pikeville only has 2 more games on their schedule in which they'll be 50-50 with their opponents, and that's one of them. Martin can play with Pikeville, I believe. We'll find out. Here's that one.
Not a bad team.
No, sir.
Nice pass.
Oh, my, it was a beautiful pass.
No backboard there. You got to use
Singleton sprints out with a dribble, and that's going to be a charging foul on Singleton.
She got the bucket, and they're waiting on her, so wipe it off.
That's going to be That's going to be her fourth. and that's going to be thrown away.
Coach Whitaker got his two main ball players already out.
Two main ball handlers, and Thacker's had to take on, as an 8th grader, she's had to take on the, as we were talking about, Whitaker goes down and pulls out Morris from the bench as Thacker is coming up a little bit gimpy.
Go back to Singleton, though. She's got to get some points with those 4 fouls. Get what you can out of her.
Kicks to Allen. Allen shoots the 2, misses it, goes off of Whitaker and out of bounds. And Jenkins will retain the basketball on the sideline.
Singleton's she shoots the wing shot pretty good, guys. So get her over there, maybe give her a little distance and see if she can't ring the bell.
And Fields will turn it over for Jenkins.
Coach Kazee says, what can I do?
As Allen shoots the 2, misses it. Rebound's going to come down. It's going to be tied up.
Looks like the Lions will get it back with 2:53 to go.
I know a bunch of girls are going to be shooting free throws tomorrow in practice.
And Saturday and Sunday and Monday.
And Williams throws it up, and I'm not sure who that's going off of, and it will go to the Jenkins.
Yeah, they've really, I mean, if they look back at this game and say, hey, what we didn't accomplish, and you're right, it's charity. Line minus, Jamie, no question about that.
You tabulate them up, it's going to be Cordia's ahead if they make half of those. And it's going to be another tie-up, and, of course, he will stay with Jenkins underneath.
2.5 minutes, just over. 8-point lead for the Cavaliers.
Tosin trapped on the baseline, kicks it out to Fields. Fields goes in, and it's blocked by Williams. Tosin with it, and Fields a little bit shaken up. Good sportsmanship, helping her up.
And Coach Whitaker going back.
And that's Thacker comes in for Fields.
Fields she's played hard this game. Good hustle from her.
And Whitaker is going to pick up foul, and that's going to be 5 on Whitaker as Johnson will come in for her. And we're going to shoot 2 free throws the rest of the game on both ends.
That one off the mark. Let's wish the teams best of luck over in Letcher County. They will play their grade school tournament this weekend.
Oh.
Perry Central's, Perry County's tournament concluded. I covered that one Monday night. East Perry Miners won the A and B team. And congratulations to the Hyman Yellow Jackets. They won Sunday here in Knott County.
Big steal.
And need to run a little clock, but Thacker goes in and it's lost. And Morris will, she said, I hit the ball. And tonight it's at Jenkins High School Middle School is where the Letcher County LCEAA tournament will be held, and it's down to the semifinals. The finals will be Sunday at Letcher County Central. And you have
2 o'clock and about 3:30 for the second one.
3:30, yes, sir. As Allen will miss the first.
It just continues, guys. They just couldn't take advantage when they had the opportunity at the charity stripe.
And Allen misses. Williams will rebound in the deep corner, kicks it out to Singleton. And she will throw it up, and it will hit the scoreboard.
She was playing to get fouled, and they stood straight up.
Yeah, they didn't.
She comes up.
Didn't
smiling.
go into her.
Yeah, she's like, I'm trying to get a foul. You still want the shot clock. She just knocked the shot clock out of work down here. I assume if we go to that rule, though, wouldn't have to have a shot clock if something like that were to happen.
Lines is going to have to come out.
Got to get them, yeah.
Yeah.
Pass into Fields from Fields. Playing a little keep away. Thacker kicks to Fields, back to Fields, and Lines are going to have to foul. And up, and it's going to be a tie-up, and it's going to be a turnover, and they'll go to the Lady Lions.
It looks like the Lions will take a timeout, and we will as well. 49-40, it'll be Lions ball when we come back.
Some may see you as victims, and no doubt you have lost much and endured even more. But we at KRCC see you as the strong and resilient survivors that you are. And our team stands ready side by side with you as you rebuild your lives and we help rebuild the communities that we all hold so dear. If you need our help, please call KRCC at 1-800-262-7491 or stop by any KRCC location and ask for help. KRCC cares.
I want to remind everyone when we end this game, about 20 minutes after that, we'll have the Cordia Line boys and the Jenkins boys going at it. So it should be a dandy. Stay with us for that one. We'll try to keep you updated with some scores around the area when we get them in. We have some games in the area tonight, even over in the 15th.
DA, a lot of people would question, but again, Hometown 24 is committed to covering all of the teams.
Right.
And, of course, both of these teams in our coverage area. So right decision to be here tonight.
Yeah, that's what the station wants to do. They want to try to cover the area, you know, and,
it's
get all the kids on TV and let
everybody get the exposure. Yes,
and
sir.
we try to cover a lot of the big games. We do, and we will continue to do that. We'll have big games on this year as well.
You mean you think there's some more of those? Singleton for three. She dials it up.
49-43.
And Cordia's got a foul. Can't right now, and Singleton can't be the one to foul, but it's stolen. Singleton will go in, and she will lay it in. Down
40.
to 4.
Yep.
And Singleton will foul out.
Whoa, they didn't want that one.
40 feet from the bucket.
And she will leave with 15 points.
Played a good game. Her and Sloan played extremely hard, and all this line team, every one of them has played hard tonight and really got after it. And give Jenkins credit as well. Those kids have got after it also.
Little shake and bake, I'm going to call them down there at Cordia.
As Fields will knock down the first.
Guys, if the Cavaliers hangs on, who is our player of the game?
I'm so
Young
glad
lady
Manus
at
is
the
keeping
line.
the stats.
Rebound comes down to Tosin, and that was close to being over the
Now,
back.
to be honest with you, Tosin's had a big game on the board.
Yeah.
She really has, and she's stayed on the floor and played defense. She's won, I think, even though she don't have the big point total, I thought she rebounded well
Filled the
tonight.
boxes all the way.
And you got to think Thacker has been the person that has controlled the basketball.
Yeah.
And she has 5 in the fourth quarter and make that 6.
That right there might be her player of the game. It's Thacker. What's
If you're Cordia, I think you got to have Allen take this thing to the rim.
And Thacker knocks it down as well. Makes both of them. Puts it up to a 3-possession game, and Deaton is long with a 3.
Thacker has played well. She has played well.
And deflected by Williams, and Fields tries to get it, and he'll go out of bounds.
Got to foul if you're Cordia. You wanted to foul. Now he says, no, don't foul now. So they're going to.
And they throw it away, and Johnson steals it. And she's called for a walk.
And that'll probably do it at 52-45, 8 seconds. And Jenkins will pick up another win, but I'd like to say the Cordia Lions is improving and doing better. They really are.
And that's going to be a fight.
The paper is going to show that they've improved tremendously since the last time they played this Jenkins team.
And a very, very young team. Did we decide on Thacker is our player of the game? Number 24, what's her first name is?
Haley Thacker.
Haley Thacker is our player of the game.
Came on when nobody else.
Yeah.
Had to be the primary ball handler as an 8th grader after Firth and Richie goes out of the basketball game.
And shots put up. A good ball game out of both teams here at the Old Hyman Historic Gym. No question about it. 52-45 ends up being the score. Jenkins will get the win. And want to congratulate both teams on a good basketball game. No question about it. And we're going to have Haley Thacker come up, Jamie, and talk with us. You want to talk with her, Manus?
No, go ahead. I'll put her right here.
And Haley will come up and get in here. Number 24. Glad to have Haley along. Glad to have her along, Jamie.
Yes,
what
indeed.
a ball game.
Let's put her in the middle. That way she can be a rose between the two.
Let me see here. Let's do this. See if you can get in there.
Congratulations, young lady. Very good basketball game tonight.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about what it felt like to help your team get this win here against Cordia.
It was kind of rough, I guess.
To say the least. Had to hit some big shots down the stretch and come up big for your team, especially after some of your teammates got in foul trouble.
Yeah.
DA, of course.
You know, I was watching the game. I thought you had to take over, especially when the foul trouble occurred on the team. And I noticed you did a good job getting the ball down and trying to get your team going. Physical game tonight?
Yeah, it definitely was.
All right. What things did you all try to do in the second half that kept you around 8, 10, 12 points? I noticed you, when foul trouble occurred on the team, I thought y'all still was able to maintain the 10 and 12-point lead, and because you passed the ball well.
We just tried to move the ball around a lot and play good on defense.
Now, Ailey, what grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grader. Is it rough coming to practice every day and the big girls pushing you around, or do you push them around?
They push me more than I push them.
Tell me what you do in practice to get ready for moments like this. Some things that you've had to do during practice that got you prepared to play well here in this fourth quarter.
Well, we really just have to focus on like the main things in practice like it was a game. So, like, you just got to focus on practice like it is a game.
Dribbling and getting the job done, making good passes and so forth?
Yep.
Well, it's not long to 3 weeks. Tournament will start, and Cavaliers will get ready for tournament action. And what is something you see your team has to improve on if you're going to make a run into end of the month? What is some of the couple things you'd like to see your team do better, Haley?
I would just like our team to focus on teamwork and just really like help each other out more.
I noticed the free throw shooting was kind of tough on both ends tonight. Cordia struggled, and you too. And, you know, in the tournament comes, you got to hit some of those.
Yeah.
You did a good job tonight controlling the ball for your team, and I thought you did after you had to settle in and you had to get the other kids involved. I thought you did a nice job sharing the ball to your teammates.
Thank you.
All right. Haley Thacker is our Alice Lloyd College Player of the Game. Want to congratulate her. We'll take a break. We got boys basketball coming up. Stay with us. And Haley, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back here on.
just want to watch the game.
Dad turned on the ceiling fan, used the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
I was born and raised in Leslie County, and now I live and maintain my law practice in Hazard.
I came back home to the mountains to fight for mountain people. At Wilder and Mosley Injury Law, we love our communities and the people that live in them.
We want you to know that you have two attorneys fighting for you as hard as they possibly can that grew up in the communities and work in the communities that you're from.
If you've been injured in a car wreck, a slip and fall, or by an act of negligence, call us at Wilder and Mosley Injury Law. We are East Kentucky's trial team.
This is the fourth app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
There's love in every connection at Appalachian Wireless. Even if you want to connect with no credit check, no contracts, and most features are postpaid. Talking about Forward Pay, the simple, easy way to connect. And this month, get $50 off select prepaid devices and plans starting as low as $19.99 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99 per month. At 10 gig of data for only $39.99 per month. How about unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down? It's Forward Pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster, with the layest technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
Welcome back to the Old Hyman Historic Gym here downtown Hyman. Got my guest right now, Coach Mitch Smith of the Cordia Lions. And Coach, you've met Jenkins earlier in this season, and I thought their size gave you some problems, and they were shooting off well, but your team is improving.
Yeah, it was a rough game. I think it was 73-20 at the end of that thing. So, we take it step by step every day. We've been working hard. We had a little time off there during the snow break, but we're back at it and had a really good week of practice. So hopefully we turn things around a little bit here tonight.
Well, your team is not a veteran team by any stretch. One senior is all you play. So, you've got plenty of room to keep growing, Coach. And as you look as the end of the season's coming near, what kind of things do you continue to do with these kids?
Well, like I say, just growing the program. We started out last year, just trying to get kids on the floor just to fill a team. And we had an off summer where kids just still didn't value working on their own game. And that's, you get better in the off season as a personal player. And then the season, you come together as a team. So, as the season winds down, we're hoping for a good summer where kids in the gym working and getting better and come out next fall and close the gap a little more.
Coach, I've always noticed your teams, watching them play, they get better as the year goes. They keep playing hard. Fundamentally, they get better, and that's a sign that you're doing things right over there.
Well, like I said, we're starting from scratch, so there's plenty of room to improve. But, yeah, I think that's a lost art in basketball today is fundamentals. At any level, my level, the next level, just basic ball handling, not trying to get too fancy with it, just making good, clean, simple plays, and that's what we work on every day.
Well, tonight, what are you looking for? What do you want to do that you think you need to do well to stay in the game and have a shot at being successful?
Well, we got to understand that we're not going to put up 70 points, so value in the basketball. The longer we have the ball in our hands, the less opportunities they have to score. So we're going to value the basketball, try to take care of it, not turn it over, take good shots. Our bigs have got to play. They've got some scoring ability inside and could put the ball back in the hole after rebounds. So I'm talking to them about going hard to the offensive boards, and then, of course, just stopping them and holding them to limit them to the number of shots they get on defense.
Coach, always good to see you. I want to wish you the best of luck. Coach Mitch Smith of the Cordia Lions. We'll take a break. When I come back, I'll have Winston Lee of the Cavaliers. Stay with us.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Welcome back. Coach Winston Lee with me. And, Coach, it's always good to see you, big guy. And tonight, it's the Lions. And how much has this team come along, and what do you still have to keep going?
Oh, man, we're still climbing the hill. And I was actually talking to an official before the game here. And I mean, we've came a really long way. but I sit back, and as a coach, you just can't be satisfied. You know how that goes. You absolutely can't be satisfied. So the one thing that we're lacking right now is just physicality. So I want to see this team in February be more physical. We need to rebound better. We need to play better defensively. Offensively, I'm fine. But we definitely want to shore up being able to play with teams that are more physical than us. And so that's one thing that we're working toward tonight.
You know, you mentioned physicality. If you get in the paint at the high school level, the varsity level, you don't have the muscle or the physical. A coach, you don't stay in there very long.
Yeah, so I tell all my guys all the time, I wish they'd eat a candy bar or two. I mean, some of them, I wish, they need to eat 2 lunches instead of 1 at school. But, in making up for that, you've got to have a little bit of the chip on your shoulder mentality, and you've got to be a little bit smarter. And you've got to play a little bit harder, and you've got to be the aggressor. And so those are the things that we can do right now, right away. I don't know if I'm ever going to get 20 more pounds on Gavin Gibson, but I'm hoping that he can learn to just take the contact, absorb contact, and give a little contact.
Coach, who's playing well for you right now, and who needs to start playing better?
Yeah, so of course Gavin Gibson and Aiden Hayes and Braden Sexton are our 3 leading scorers, and they've had a great year. Dakota Johnson especially, we've leaned on him a lot for defensive purposes. We're looking for him to score the ball a little bit more, and he did that against Letcher, which was a positive for us in going away from that game. I'm trying to grasp straws and looking for positives from that one, so I take that. And then I need my bench and guys like Preston Hammonds. I need Mason Webb to shoot it more and make shots more and see a few go in. And Preston Hammonds playing off the bench and Matt Morris off the bench. I need to be the physical presence that we're looking for. So got a few guys that we're looking to step up in this home stretch.
Coach, it's always good to see you. Want to wish you good luck tonight. Anytime we get a talk.
Is Manus here? I can't believe they've kept you and Manus together this long. I can't believe it.
Listen, I've had to put up with a lot with him, but I've done the best I could. Good seeing you, Coach. Weston Lee of the Jenkins Cavaliers. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups. Tip-off coming up from Hyman. Stay with us.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, Get the pros on your side.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I am motivated.
I am retired.
I am a grandmother.
I am a veteran. I am an entrepreneur. I am a son.
I am a small business owner.
I am HCTC.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back. Time for more basketball coming up from here at the Old Hyman Historic Gym as the boys' game is getting ready to start. And Manus, I guess we're getting ready for starting lineups. I do not think they will be calling the players off, so you'll probably do like you did the girls' game, just go over them as they come out on the floor. Well, Jamie, big game. The Cordia
You
Lions
guys
have
thought I
improved
come for the
a little
company, but now I'm going to tell you something.
You come from the bologna.
If they keep bringing me fried bologna
Thank
sandwiches,
you.
I may do all of the Cordia games.
Thank you, Coach Mitch Smith. the
Absolutely,
cheerleaders,
Coach.
All the concession stand workers.
Brought them to us.
My.
We didn't even have to go through the drive-thru.
Oh,
They delivered.
and I tried to pay, and they would not take it.
Oh, thank them so much. We appreciate them doing that from all the staff here at Hometown 24. We appreciate Cordia for that hospitality. Thank you so much.
Hello to our friends down in Lodge Creek, Kentucky, tuning us in. You guys that are watching on the social media side, hit that like and share button. Be sure in the comment section to leave all four of these teams positive feedback. They'll go back and watch this time and time again.
As Dwayne
Cordia
Combs
gets the
throws it
tip.
up, and we got Dylan Fields, we got Dale Kahn, and number 2 for the Cordia Lions is Mr. William Fletcher. Number 3 is Caden Neese. Number 23 is Mr. Ben Henson. Let's see who else we got. We got number 24, and that's Logan Applegate. And the big guy in the middle, and I forgot who that is. That's number 12, and that's Brandon Conley. I'll get Jenkins here in a second as Jenkins is playing a soft man-to-man here, and we'll go up, and that's a block by Gibson. Two-hand volleyball.
DA, did you learn some good nuggets from both of the coaches?
I think both of the coaches have seen their team improve. Coach Lee says his team is not physical enough in the paint. They need to get better there. And
Gibson goes up strong with them two hands.
For the Lions, they need strength and, continue to work and improve by Coach Smith. He doesn't have a lot of size, guys. You know that.
But he coaches the whole time.
Yeah, fundamentals.
And that's going to be a walk called on Conley.
Conley got to take that. He got it down low. That's a shot he can make. Shoot that with confidence, kids. You'll make that. Cordia going to play him 1-2-2, looks like, fellas.
Yeah, add a help in the middle. Now, you got to hope Jenkins doesn't come outside and burn it from the
And
wings.
Webb misses that open jumper. Now, you got to watch for Sexton because Sexton will knock it down.
Manus says he thinks that's the hardest shot in basketball. I've been taking notes of what you guys have telling me in these 10 games I've done with you.
But the thing about it is a lot of people will take that deep corner, and that's what you want. The zone is allow that. If you're going to allow anything, is that deep corner shot. As Cordia tries to work against the man-to-man, and Neese and Fletcher are the main two people for them. They averaging 13 and 11 on the season.
Lions a young team as well, one senior.
And it's going to be missed, and the rebound's going to come down to Hayes as Conley will pick up his first foul after missing the first shot.
Conley, a freshman, guys. So, very young team for the Lions. One senior.
Gibson catches Hayes on the backside. Hayes lays it in. Nice pass by Gibson. Looks like Mason Webb has learned his shoe game from Coach Winston Lee as official Dylan Fields will call a foul, and that's going to be on Hayes, and that's going to be his first.
By the way, Coach Lee was giving you a rough time. He started to me, but I was close to him, and I was in striking distance.
Yeah, I wasn't interviewing him either. Nice give up, and there's going to be a foul called, and that foul is going to be on, and that's going to be on Sexton, I believe.
I told him. Manus, why do all these people from Letcher give you such a hard time?
Because I can take it.
Look at you so well.
Look at my skin; it's thick.
Yeah, everybody get anybody to brag on him. We think the world of him. Yeah.
I know.
Kind of like pepperoni pizza. Everybody picking on him. Big three there for the Lions over in that right corner.
That's Fletcher knocks that one down. And you hear the roar from the Lions over there, the mighty roar.
That's the only senior on the team, guys.
Lions into Gibson. Gibson is going to be called. Oh, I thought, and it's going to be a jump basketball, and they will retain it underneath. Gibson long and lanky in there, and it's got good jumping ability. As Webb Isaac gives it up to Sexton, and Sexton knocks it down.
Trading baskets here in Hyman, Kentucky at the old Hyman High School.
5-3 score.
Once upon a time, old Hyman Gym didn't have that three-point line on it.
No.
EA says he thinks Herbie Stamper one of the best he's seen here. That's a big, big praise.
I tell you, I thought Herbie was a very good ball player, guys.
Played his first 3 years of high school basketball here,
for Hyman High School, and then his senior year, this was not Central's home court.
Yeah, had to play their senior year here.
Yeah.
Got beat in what was the quarterfinals by Louisville Male, is that correct?
Went on to win the state championship.
Darryl Griffith and you know,
Turner.
A lot of people.
Griffith and Turner.
You ain't kidding. They beat Johnson Central in the first round of that state tournament.
I think that was a 1-point win or two at the most.
Very close.
Marty Mullins, if you're listening, you can text me and tell me for sure on those points.
And nice passes. Hayes comes down with it, and I missed who the foul was on.
The Deuce, number 2, pick up that foul.
Number 2, thank you. And that was on Fletcher. And Hayes will go to the line, and he's shooting 59% as he makes that first one.
He's had a good season, this kid has.
Down talking to his mother, who played grade school basketball for me over at Letcher Elementary.
Uh-oh. Well, he's got it right there then. He's got the knowledge.
From his mother. Tim, don't get mad at me or anything, but here comes Cordia, attacks the press, 2 against 1 as Hayes will try to make the block, and he's going to be called for the foul.
Got up in the air, and that's something you do not do. He had an opportunity there to take the charge there.
And that's going to be his second foul.
Yeah.
As Hammonds will come off the bench for the Cavaliers. Caden Neese will shoot 1 of 2 and knocks it down.
Neese, a junior for this ball club.
Jacob Daniel Broadwell watching us. Friends from over in Leslie County tuning in. Chris Sloan says, Manus and David, keep up the good work.
My buddy Chris.
I must have not paid Chris enough last time I had him referee.
Well, he's a good guy.
You got to remember, I know things on him where he played he played basketball and baseball for him.
Oh my!
As
Go ahead
well
and cue
knocks
it up,
it down.
DA. What did he just do there, man?
Oh, little string music and Hammond. He hit a nice one all net.
Nothing but the bottom, man.
Lions going to get in trouble, and good timeout by Coach Smith. He'll do a 30, so we'll leave it here at the score 10-5, be the Lions basketball.
They were diamond and 1 there. Expect Coach Lee probably to switch it up here coming out of this timeout now, fellas.
You know, I did my talking there about the teams I picked. You guys never mentioned nothing about the boys. Who you think top 4, or did you agree with my top 4?
3 out of 4, so that ain't bad.
Well, that ain't bad.
I'm going to take Hazard, Breathitt, Knott, and I'm going with Powell County to beat somebody down there.
Well, now, I'm not saying they could, but it's interesting.
I won't be surprised if that's not it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I watched Estill County the other night, and Estill County played really, really up-tempo, and Rose is a really, really good player for Estill County. I really admire Brian Hall as a coach, and therefore I think Estill County is going to be the one.
There you go.
So you putting them in the Final Four?
I'm going to put them in the Final Fours. That was blocked.
Along with who? I'm making notes.
I'm kind of being silent here, trying to keep from jinxing anybody. Hope I don't jinx Coach Brian Hall. And that's going to be stolen by Hammonds as it came up long. He goes in and lays it in.
I like the fact his teammate ran with him, fellas. Too many times that don't happen.
And that's going to be a steal. And no, it's going to be a jump ball between Sexton and Fletcher, and it will stay with the Lions.
Coach Smith's trying to get a middle guy here on that pressure, but he's staying back and he's not breaking up. Yeah, I think Coach Smith's trying to get him to come up farther.
Number 4, they call him Guido, guys. I had him in the grade school basketball tournament. He can play for Cordia. Missed that one, though.
As Jenkins has got 5 out, and now Coach Lee calls out his 13, and that's going to be 3 by Webb, and it's missed. And that is Neese with a basketball. Splits. It goes in there.
Nice little up and under move. Yes,
nice
sir.
move, and protected the ball there. And
give him 4.
Got the bucket.
Little upsy-doopsy-doo. And there's the jumper, and it's going to be nice rebound by Sexton. Puts it in there as
right
the shot was missed by Johnson.
Right there's the height difference. In these
Oh,
two
yeah.
ball
Oh, yeah.
clubs.
Got to put a body on him.
There's the middle guy. I knew Coach Smith would line it up.
And it's going to be stolen by Webb as Fletcher tried to force it across court. Sexton gives it up to Webb. Back to Sexton for the 3. A little bit long. Gibson tries to tip it back. Neese goes through with a jump stop, and there's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to be on number 10 for the, and that's going to be 2 on Sexton.
For all the people sent me hate messages this week, Perry Central leading Hazard midway in that first quarter, 14-13. I felt that wasn't hate messages, but people said I was out of my mind to say that Perry Central could play with Hazard. They are as we speak.
And nice move.
Sweet move for Conley. That's why I said take that a moment ago. He can make that one. Good move there.
Used his body, shielded him off, and put it off the board.
Yeah, did it the right way.
And that's stolen out of mid-air by Neese. Neese sidesteps, and misses it.
I should have give that one up, Manus.
Hammond's looking to try to get it to Gibson, couldn't get it there. And then the Gibson, and it's a bank, and it will go by Hammonds.
A lot of contact there, front and back, but he was able to put it on down.
They're talking about a bologna sandwich down there, too, on the court. Minute 15 to play here in the first quarter. Nice
give
pass.
Up. And it was going to go. Conley give him 4.
Coach Smith did a good job there to draw that one up.
Attacking it down the right-hand side and got their head up. In that flat 3-2, comes into Gibson. He's going to kick it back out. Gibson goes up, misses it, gets his own rebound, powers it up, and he's going to be fouled.
He's going to the line because he didn't give up, fellas.
Yeah.
A lot of kids, sometimes when they miss, they give up, but he just went back up and got his own rebound.
You're right. He stayed with it.
Going to get him a couple free throws out of that.
And that's going to be 2 on Conley. Gibson shooting 57% for the season, and it rolls and goes in. As Thomas will come in for Conley, who picked up that second foul. And makes the second. 5 Cavaliers in the scoring column. And it's going to be a steal by Morris, who just came in to Webb. Webb takes it that way, and he's going to be fouled by Fletcher, and that's going to be his second foul.
Looks over to his coach, trying to get Mitch to say he didn't foul. Mitch said, yeah, you did. Yes, you did.
So Webb, who shoots 66%, will shoot 2. Mike knocks down the first.
D.A. Manus says still yet not answer. I thought it was going to be you that I'd have a hard time getting to answer.
Well, listen, Manus, he's secretive. He doesn't throw anything away.
Steal by Morris, gives it up to Hammonds, and it's going to be a foul.
Line's getting careless, guys.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy with the
pass.
basketball.
They
Yes,
are.
sir. Turnovers leading to points for Jenkins, too, guys.
Yep.
And Hammonds will shoot 2, and he's shooting 44% for the season. First one rolls in. Guys, I just don't want to jinx anybody. Second is good. Since Justin Amberg said that, I just feel like
We don't pay no attention to Justin, man. It'll be the first time I've ignored him.
And that's going to be a foul, and I missed that one.
Lions have the ball. Well, I just should go with the line.
And it is. That's a field team foul.
2 of them coming up.
As Caden Neese will go to the line. Got 4 points. Make that 5.
Leads at 8. 21 seconds, first quarter.
Hazard regained the lead, 17-16. 7 minutes to play in the first half, so a bunch of basketball still yet to be played.
Did you say 17-16?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
second quarter?
Second quarter.
Oh,
7 minutes. So
very controlled, very controlled offense by both teams.
And the second one goes down for Neese.
My money's on Woods if it comes down to a last-second shot. Don't bet against him, guys. He is ice water in his veins.
He shoots it well, Woods does. No question.
12 seconds. Goes into Gibson. Gibson with a power dribble. And he's going to be fouled. And he's going to be fouled by number 4. And that's Colby Shepard. If I got that right, is that Colby Shepard? Look at my roster there, David. Is that correct?
I don't think so. I thought he was Smith. Let me double check that for you.
Check that right there. As Gibson knocks down.
I've got Cordia Shear.
Yep, yep. As Applegate will go back out of the game, and second one goes down for Gibson.
22-13.
7 seconds. Can they get something off here? Double team. Gets off the 3. No.
22-13. I thought Jenkins did a good job with pressure there. So we've come to the end of 1. 22-13. We'll be back.
Some may see you as victims, and no doubt you have lost much and endured even more. But we at KRCC see you as the strong and resilient survivors that you are. And our team stands ready side by side with you as you rebuild your lives and we help rebuild the communities that we all hold so dear. If you need our help, please call KRCC at 1-800-262-7491 or stop by any KRCC location and ask for help. KRCC cares.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad turned on the ceiling fan, used the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Welcome back. Second quarter, getting ready to take off here in the boys' game. First game, the Jenkins Cavaliers, winner of that one, and a good ball game. The Cordia Lions and them both playing extremely well. So congratulate both teams on a well-played game. 23-13 our score here. Cavaliers up by 10, and really and truly, guys, to be honest with you, Cordia having trouble getting the ball down to set up with the pressure from Jenkins. They've had their turnovers at mid-court or just above.
A lot of times you don't have to get the steal, fellas. You know that. It's just forced turnovers by making them make a bad pass or throwing it to where it's a little easier to steal it at half court.
And that's what Coach Smith spent the majority of that in between the first and second, getting people where they need to be. It looks like they're in man-to-man now as Gibson rises up with a deep three and knocks it down.
Boy, Gibson is feeling it tonight.
Got 7.
Now that's a 2-2-1.
And that's
and he
going to be a
trapped
walk.
out of it. Yep, calls the turnover.
Cannot get on that sideline. It's got to be a sideline, middle, and then reversal.
DA, it's so hard for Mitch Smith, too, because he knows what he wants them to do.
Yeah.
He was a really good basketball player, guys. And
oh, yeah. Did a great job down at Prairie Central coaching the kids, and he is a very good basketball man.
Hammonds with a step through and lays it in.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll leave it here as Jenkins has stretched their lead to 15. And the game down at Hazard, pretty close.
Yes.
Well,
Pretty
you know,
close.
anytime you're dealing with rivals and district rivals, throw out the records, throw out what you've been doing so far, and expect a close game.
Absolutely. So,
and don't go to visit your neighbor if they live in Prairie County, because everybody's at the ball game down there at DA.
oh, yeah, they're going to have a big crowd tonight. They always do when Hazard and Prairie plays. They have, when we did the game at Memorial Gym, and big crowd at Memorial Gym. Those two, you can throw the records out and let them go play ball whenever they meet.
And, you know, you have other people throughout the 14th region that will come watch that game as well.
You're sure?
Yeah.
You're right, man.
Yeah.
And Jenkins in the diamond in one, changing it up a little bit against the Lions as the timeout was called. And that was a nice job that time and glazed it. Oh, I thought he'd laid it in was Fletcher, but the rebound comes down to Landon Hall. Fletcher rises up, misses it, and it's going to go out off the lines.
Our buddy Conley might have got by with a push off there. So
but he didn't mean to do it.
He did not
turned
mean
around
to
and
do
told
that.
the official he didn't mean to do it. So,
and by the way, guys, I did say that was Shepard, number 4. That is Landon Hall, and I do apologize.
Not going to tell who he got the wrong numbers from now.
Jenkins starting to heat it up.
And
yes, sir.
Morris knocks that down on the baseline. Hall, and it's deflected through by Gibson, and that's going to be a foul. And that foul is going to be on number 4, and that's going to be Landon Hall's 3rd foul, as Applegate will come in for him.
Young man there will learn next time. Might need to think about that bounce pass that DA loves so good.
Absolutely, and probably even stop and take a little jumper because Jenkins was on the go on defense.
And, well, misses the 3. Hammond's way up with a rebound, kicks it out, and that's going to be knocked down this time by Dakota Johnson. Started to say Dakota. First 3 for Dakota. Nice cut.
Middle.
Nice move by Neese. Good give up to App and misses it. Gets his rebound, but it's going to be a foul on Gibson. He was prone and he tripped him, and that's going to be his first.
Well, they landed hard there.
They did. Just over 6 minutes.
And nice pass. Applegate misses, gets his own rebound, knocked away. Gibson with an outlet, gives it up to Hammonds. He will lay it in. Nice pass by Webb.
That's good ball movement right there, DA.
That's how you do
Unselfish
it,
pass
guys.
and got the assist in the bucket.
And that foul is going to be on Fletcher. And if that's Fletcher's, that's his 2nd. Hammonds will try to complete the 3-point play and misses it. Rebound comes down to Morris. Nice pass, missed it. Morris back up, good.
5:35 to play in the second quarter.
And that's going to be deflected. Got the ball back, goes up and lays it in was Fletcher. Nice move as he went up and under and through the arms and through the trees to lay it in.
Through the trees. I've heard you say that a time or two this year already, Manus.
No limbs blocked it as Hammonds fires a three, misses it long. Rebound comes down to Conley, who throws it away. Johnson goes through, cuts through, misses it. Rebound comes down to Neese.
Jenkins may be better defensively than they are offensively. They play good defensively.
Play hard.
Yes, sir.
And that's going to be a foul on Webb. That's going to be his first.
I mean that, by the way, as a good compliment.
Yeah. And, you
a
know,
reflection of their coach. I knew they'd play hard. It's the first time I've had Jenkins boys team.
Coach Lee varying up the defenses, 2-2-1s, diamond and ones, man-to-man, zone. So trying to confuse the lines. Screen for Fletcher, and it's stolen by Johnson. Johnson goes up, off the board, misses it. Got the odds here. Got a 3-4-on-2 as it goes in, Neese, and it's going to be a tied-up ball, and it will stay with the Lions.
They'd have been hurting if they'd had to have my help to get that ball out of that rim.
Yeah, we both pull a hamstring trying to jump up there.
You're going to try.
Yeah, won't pull a hamstring
See
that
a bunch
way.
of my buddies over there getting ready to play some pickup basketball after this one.
Nice
I won't
move.
be joining them. A sweet move. Yes, sir. Two more for Cordia.
Applegate as he went straight to the basketball. Coach Lee is not going to like that. Nice move, nice inbounds play by the Lions. Give it to Gibson. He fakes with a ball fake, misses it. Rebound comes down to Fletcher. He splits through. He's got a 3-on-2, takes it in there, and that's going to be a charge on Fletcher.
Good defensive stop there by Jenkins. Stood their ground, went straight up, and drew that charge.
And that's going to be 3 on Fletcher. As Eldridge, and I do not have a 34. It must be Hunter White. And it is. It's Hunter White. And Sexton rises up, misses it. Rebound by Morris, and Morris will put it in.
The rim was kind to him.
Very.
That ball hung up there on the rim and then just rolled in for him. 39-17, 22-point lead here.
And that's going to be Fletcher's 4th foul. As Morris will try to complete it, has 6 points. Coming off the bench. And make it, nope, a little bit long. And that's going to be a foul, and that foul is going to be on number 10. And that's going to be the 3rd on Sexton.
Cordy has really struggled to get the ball down to set the offense to get a shot.
Their percentage of shooting is not bad. It's just been the turnovers that haven't gotten trips.
Yep.
Applegate's going to lose it, but it was off Morris.
Give credit to Jenkins' defense, too, though. Now they played really aggressive on the defensive end.
They've moved well on defense, this team has.
Yep, and it's long. Rebound by Hayes.
Coach Winston Lee, we got to interview him. He said physicality in the paint is what he needs out of his team.
And Hayes
get better.
lays that in. Fletcher splits them, gives it up, and he's going to be fouled. That was Thomas.
Coach Lee don't like the call. He's a little frustrated about that. Just going to sit down. Save that for another day, he says.
Thomas will shoot 2 and misses the first.
41-17 their score, guys. Just over 3 minutes till the half.
Makes the second.
D.A., did you get a play in this gym?
I did. I played. Our grade school tournament was held here always. When I was in grade school, we played here. When I was at Knott Central, this was our court. home court until I think I was a senior. I got to play a couple games at the Morton Combs Athletic Complex. You know, Coach Gibson, Coach Francis was the first coach each year.
Of course, from what I gather, consolidation was not as easy as everybody thought it was going to be.
Well, you know, I think they did a good job of with the players to get them in a row and work with them. And there's a timeout, and we'll leave it here. I thought they did a good job of making the change. Coach Francis, Coach Gibson, both of them very good coaches. I mean, Coach Gibson, I played for him first, and his program was outlined very well, and he did a good job, organized his players, and we had a good ball team, and everywhere we went, we played hard, and you know.
And then, Manus, I got to be part of the consolidation ordeal over at Letcher, as I covered it from a news standpoint, and I'll never forget over there going to community meetings after meetings after meetings, knowing in the back of my mind that at the end of the day they were still going to consolidate.
Oh yeah, and you know it became inevitable. You know, when enrollment keeps dropping, and it's, you know, whether we want to believe it or not, school systems are set up with the dollars that are available to you. It's not a business, but sometimes, unfortunately, you have to run it like a business. And
I hope we can still hang on to some of these smaller schools, though, guys. Jenkins, Cordia, some of these stories.
And, you know, we're looking at different things, and I don't know about consolidation as much as, and they're talking about realignment in basketball.
That's coming year after next. You can mark it down.
And, you know, it's going to be push out, and I don't know what that means for the 14th region.
I think we have to gain some teams from it, actually. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I don't believe we're going to lose anybody.
Well,
and, you know, with Jenkins coming back, and that's a good thing because –
I wonder if we don't lose a Powell or Estill down on that end would be the only thing I could see possibly as far as subtractions go, but I think we'll add some teams.
Well, shot missed and rebounded by White. Yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah.
As Hayes pulls up and shoots the deep three and knocks it down.
Man, that's a nice shot there. Smooth as silk.
Give him 9.
Yeah, he's a nice shooter, especially he gets his feet planted well, guys, and good fall through. He does a nice job.
And that's the deep three. He goes long. And Hunter White has come off and been a physical presence. Sexton pulls up, knocks it down.
Sexton, a nice touch, too, as well, as the lead is at 48-18. And, you know, this Jenkins just much bigger, Jamie. You and Manus, they're just
Yep, and that's going to be a foul, and that foul is going to be on Morris. It's just a numbers game.
Again, I don't want nobody to think I'm got anything but love for them. They're a better team than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
On paper versus what I've seen here tonight, Jenkins, they have some teams, some capabilities of playing some good games these last 2 weeks here.
Yes, they do.
They've gotten better.
I thought they shot it well up there, man. As you remember when we went up earlier in the year, I thought they shot it well.
When they played Knott County Central at home, they did a really good job. The game, the score is not indicative of how close it was up at third place as Nice knocks down both shots. Sexton behind the back man alive and knocks it down.
Yeah, a lot of players in the 14th going to have trouble guarding that move.
He's got 9. As Coach Lee is backed out of the full court pressure. And that's going to be a foul on White.
Coach Lee not just doing Mitch a favor, though. He's using this as an opportunity to practice his half-court defense.
Yeah, and, you know, guys, we're getting close to the tournament, and that's your all's favorite time of the year. And I'll tell you what, the teams that usually win the region, play great defense. Now, you can have an offensive night where you're shooting, but if you can hold the other team.
Yes, sir.
Defense don't fade.
No, and you can play that regardless of the talent, right?
Yep.
You want to work hard at it.
And it deals with effort and mentality to play good defense. Webb goes up and puts it in.
Looks like Jenkins will match up now, and instead of playing soft back, they're going to match up. Clock's at 22.
Fletcher rises up for the three, and he knocks it down.
Nice jumper there. 52-24.
Cordia going to stay with that 1-2-2, 4 seconds.
Johnson with a deep three, knocks it down.
Again, the Lions shoot it well, guys, and that's why they're at 55-24 lead right now as well. We'll take a quick break. We have the Man Toyota at the half coming up. Stay with us. Basketball coming up. More and more.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
I was born and raised in Leslie County, and now I live and maintain my law practice in Hazard.
I came back home to the mountains to fight for mountain people. At Wilder and Mosley Injury Law, we love our communities and the people that live in them.
We want you to know that you have two attorneys fighting for you as hard as they possibly can that grew up in the communities and work in the communities that you're from.
If you've been injured in a car wreck, a slip and fall, or by an act of negligence, call us at Wilder and Mosley Injury Law. We are East Kentucky's trial team.
This is the fourth app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back. We're at the Man Toyota at the half. About 6 minutes, we'll get started back with some basketball here. 55-24 score Jenkins. And guys, do we have a score from down the road, or are they, they are at the half?
About a 10-point game, I think.
10-point game. 32-22, is that the score?
Man, I'm impressed if it is.
Yeah, I think Perry's leading 32-22. Hazard's leading Perry by 10 at the half, which we knew that'd be a good ball game and a game to keep up with. So here it's been the shooting of Jenkins. They're taking right up where we saw them the last time shooting the ball.
They might have scored the opening bucket to go up 34-22.
Yep, 34-22 as Hazard. Guys, Hazard, let's talk about Hazard a little bit before we get in and do the scoring here. They're a club that has really changed from last year, even though they have a lot of the same kids. The kids have grown, they've got stronger, and they've improved on their ball handling skills. They're just a much different team. Well, Seth Cottle is a 6'3" guard who can jump and it's very hard to match up with. Then you got Evan Everso who can go out here from 22 and knock it down and then take you inside and score.
He may be one of the few times ever one of the best players in the region that also would get the most improved player. And I know that's kind of odd to hear me say that, but he worked so hard on his game.
But they had different roles last year.
Yeah, you're right.
Cottle's handling the ball a whole lot.
Yeah.
And, putting that basketball, and, that wears you down. And usually – when you handle the basketball a great deal, that cuts down on your scoring a lot of times. But Coach Holland has 3 or 4 different play schemes that he comes up with to get Cottle off the curls on the baseline that gives him that 15-foot jump shot. And depending on the matchup, he can just jump up over top of you, and his release is high. He can get that shot off. But I think really when it comes down to it, it's going to be a matchup of inside. And, we saw that the other night with Breathitt County. But Turry gets in foul trouble early, and that kind of throws a little bit of a kink into Coach Honeycutt and how he will attack Everso with his defense. But Hazard, right now, you got to give Hazard that number 1 by far. I'm going to say by far.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Hazard and Breathitt has went 1-1, and one of them was on a neutral court, one of them was on Breathitt's court, and then, of course, we're going to see them again at Hazard.
I think the one worry Hazard's got is depth. To win 3 big ones, guys, sometimes you have to have some players come off the bench.
I don't know who's got depth.
We'll see. I believe there's a couple teams that might be a little deeper than them if it comes down to 7, 8, 9.
Well, now Breathitt can go 6 pretty good.
Not can play 7 or 8.
Yeah. Now that could be an advantage right there.
Yeah, I feel like.
And Tim Short says he's landed in Vegas, just trying to hunt a YouTube somewhere so he can check in with us, guys.
We appreciate
Rub it in, big guy. Rub it in. I'm telling you.
In Vegas, I figured he was in Florida.
He's down there to preview the NBA All-Star game.
He's going down for a meeting, and I'll tell you what. During the regional tournament, if he makes it up, we'll get him on, and we'll pin him down and see why we're not getting those trips with him.
I have a feeling to catch him, we'll have to go down to Clark County come regional tournament time.
He likes that. That's competitive basketball there.
Yeah,
but
good friends with the ball coach down there, too.
Yeah, he is.
But, one of the things, and you talk about GRC, and I'm sure most of you, everybody has seen that the Reed boys at Mason County have been dismissed from the basketball team.
Look out.
And Mason County was one of those that were going to challenge GRC in the 10th region, but not so sure after losing 2 players that were, especially Blake, explosive players that could put 40 up at any time. But sometimes you got to cut dead weight.
Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes it's addition by subtraction, and you know, you mentioned who has the bench, and that's what you're trying to cultivate, and you're trying to build right now.
Yeah.
Who can come off that bench as your 6th, 7th, and 8th player, and sometimes 9th player in a critical situation and come up big time either on the defensive end, ball handling, or actually scoring as that X factor or that third person who can do that. And when you start asking me who do I think, I picked Knott Central at the very beginning of the year, and
well, they're not out of it. Knott Central's one of these teams.
Hey, listen, when you got a Jaden Huff and a couple guards to play beside him, you got a shot, man.
Oh yeah, and I don't want to completely rule out the Commodores.
No.
And the Commodores with Shannon Hoskins, you just can't count them out. And you got Trayton Woods, who can knock it down from 30 feet.
Right.
And then you've got Castle inside. Yeah. You got Sloan inside. And Sloan, I would imagine if you talk to him, he'd say, I've really not played up to my capability.
They always start trending upward at this time.
And that's what you're getting.
Trace every team that Shannon's coached up. They play their best basketball end of January, early February.
Yeah, man, Toyota at the half. We give you as much as talk as we could give you.
And set up, and Gibson was not able to come down with it. And
ran that play to lob it up to him, perhaps.
And Sexton said
that was set up for the lob,
yes,
no question about it. Sexton. And another thing to think about, I know the district and region is 2 or 3 weeks off. Hey, who are you going to have healthy on your team? Is the flu or a sickness going on? There's a lot of things coming to play.
Injuries
on this thing.
And Gibson blocks it.
I was very impressed with Jenkins. They shoot the ball well, guys, this team. Now, I know Cordia, the size is a little different, but their form, technique, and all that, they shoot it pretty well.
As Dakota Johnson gives it up to Webb, and Webb puts it in.
Webb is slow getting up. He's got a shoulder that's but he looks like he's running it off.
Nice layup, but they missed. It was Nice. And it will stay with the lines underneath as Conley will inbounds it. And it's kicked by Hayes.
Always the question out there, too, fellas. Is there an upset? Is there a Cinderella that could
usually
go
are
to the finals of the district?
Usually are.
Always, and that throws off that draw you were talking about.
There's some fellas in Hyden, Kentucky that I wouldn't overlook now.
Hey, excuse me, guys. As Webb goes up, and that's going to be blocked by Applegate.
I really like the young man Hacker over at Leslie County.
Good shooter.
Yes, sir.
Handles the ball well, sees the floor well, and plays hard.
And he's number 2 on his freshman. As nice move that time by Nice as he lays it in, and he's in double figures with 10. Sexton eyes it.
Man.
He gives it up to Gibson, turn around, and misses it. Hayes comes down, and he's going to be fouled.
Yep.
And that foul is going to be on, looks like Conley, and that's his third. As Hayes will go to the line.
Coach Smith, you can tell he's worked with these kids, guys. The way they handle the ball, the way they pass and do it. Just size, youth, numbers,
DA, this summer will be important for this Cordia team.
Yes,
they'll play a lot of summer ball. Mitch will play 50 games this summer, and you'll see a better team.
Yeah,
opening up the gates next year.
And you never know, they may have a kid or two over there, may decide that they want to be a part of this, and that can help this team. So hope that comes too.
Well, I predict this is his last year of having 8 players. I look for a lot more numbers by this time next year over at Cordia.
Yeah.
As Nice tries to take his man, Fletcher comes off the Applegate screen. And then Hayes will knock it off of Fletcher, and it goes out of bounds.
I'll try my best not to see my shadow. Tomorrow's my birthday on Groundhog Day.
Well, guess what? You're going to see it. It's going to be 55 and sunny, even at Josh Cornett's house.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it's going to be sunny.
Sunny and 75.
Yeah.
As Hayes is fouled, as Joe Nichols once said.
Does that mean we're going to have beautiful weather for 6 weeks, or we're in trouble?
Either way, in Kentucky, who knows what we'll get.
Next week it will change.
Roger Fannin always said, if you don't like the weather in Kentucky, just stand still, because it'll change.
Yeah, that's true.
As Hayes knocks it down, and he's 5 for 5 on the line. If you wait long enough, it will change.
It will change, yes, sir.
And Hayes will knock it down, 6 of 6 from the line. Give him 13 for the game.
Chris Sloan says, Jamie Hughes, don't let DA and Manus tell you anything about me. So you boys have bluffed him already.
We know him. We know Mr.
Oh, and that's a block by Hayes.
Block there, yes, sir.
And you got Webb with the basketball. He throws it up, and that's a Sports Center top 10 shot.
Was that a da-da-da?
Yes.
Don't know how he got that one, but he did.
And that puts him in double figures. So 3 Cavaliers in double figures. He has 10. Conley tries to throw it back to Applegate, and it'll go out of bounds. And we have a full timeout, looks like, by Coach Smith.
And we'll take one as well. Stay with us. We'll be back. More basketball action coming up.
There's love in every connection at Appalachian Wireless. Even if you want to connect with no credit check, no contracts, and most features are postpaid. Talking about Forward Pay, the simple, easy way to connect. And this month, get $50 off select prepaid devices and plans starting as low as $19.99 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99 per month. At 10 gig of data for only $39.99 per month. How about unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down? It's Forward Pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions.
Could believe that, pal. Welcome back. 4:34 to go, third quarter. And Jenkins will have the basketball when we return.
How about Powell and Breathitt playing in an overtime game?
Oh,
just as we talked about Powell County.
Well, it's at Powell's house this year. I've seen Powell play pretty good basketball down there in the regional tournament.
Under Mr. Monroe Jones.
Yeah, and I've seen Coach Morris's son, Brad, them win the region down there at Powell when he was a senior.
Great golfer.
Yep. So
as Hayes shoots the 3, misses it. Rebound is going to go out, and Cordia will have the possession. As
we thought
we have a running clock.
I picked Powell to make it to the Final Four.
We thought Powell could.
Brandenburg's a player, guys.
I think they could win one, guys. I don't know if they could win 2.
Yeah, but, I mean, still yet, you don't want to be the team to draw them in the first round.
I agree with that.
Oh, my, almost another top 10 move. And he misses it. Rebound comes down to Hayes. Hayes gives it up to Webb. Webb's going to shoot the 3, and it's off. Rebound comes out to Johnson. He fakes, knocks down the 3. And
Coach Winston Lee bringing 5 more out
of him. Winston Lee is probably seen enough and going to let some other kids get some experience here, guys.
Well, what he's doing is avoiding what you talked about.
Injury.
You have to. You wouldn't say this out loud as a coach, but you got to think about, I can't lose so-and-so this close to the district tournament.
Well, that's true. And, you know, Winston Lee's.
But, you know, you can't coach with fear.
Yeah.
Even in practice or whatever. And there's going to be years, just like David and I talked on the way over, there's going to be years that you're going to have injuries, and other years where the good Lord looks down on you and looks at you favorably.
I tell you.
Up 40, I still yet play my odds.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm counting cards here.
And in the coaching fraternity, you're not ever trying to do anything.
No.
In a manner where you try to embarrass anyone or do anything, and Coach Lee's not going to do that.
No, he's going to take the high road all the time.
Yeah, these guys are probably done tonight, guys. And they got to play quite a bit of ball. So
oh yeah,
when practice comes tomorrow, he can, the way this has worked out for him, he can have a full practice even.
Well, and way before he ever became part of the Hometown 24 family, was a Winston Lee fan. He's going to always do things the right way, man. Good guy.
Well, I don't know. After he talked about Manus out there to me,
Manus done something now.
I'm not letting him by with that. When we can pin him down, we're going to pin him down.
Did Manus drive you here again?
He did.
So you have to brag on it.
You darn right I'm going to.
You have to brag on it. Then Manus,
he can ride on the bus.
He'll turn around and charge you $25 to park in his yard over there next year.
Oh, Lord. Hey, by the way, I want to remind everyone, tomorrow night is Throwback Night. The Wolf County Wolves come out to play up at the Morton Combs Athletic Complex. They will play Knott County Central, who will be Knott County tomorrow night.
And listen, if you want to get there for the Glory Road presentation, that'll happen in between JV and varsity. So if you want to see that presentation, you want to be there before the game tips.
And if you're a former player,
come by and see us. We want to talk to you tomorrow night.
Yeah, just come up to us and we'll put you on.
We'll try Greg Ratliff will wear his Letterman's jacket?
Well, Greg is in Florida. He texts me, and he's going to do an interview with us on another game. He's going to try to make it to, but he is in Florida. He's been down there 2 or 3 weeks, and he will not be coming back till Sunday. So, but he's going to be watching.
I'm sure you've got some people lined up. It'll be worth tuning in to Hometown.
We'll get to talk to people and visit with them, and me and you'll get to have all the fun, and I'll let Manus do all the work. Me and you'll go down and do the fun.
I'm ready. Sign up for that. Yeah.
But anyway, hey, we had a good time here last year when South Floyd
sure
come
did,
over.
Man. Yes, sir.
And we had a lot of people, Herbie Stamper, Frankie Bentley. You can just go on.
Randall Watts.
Jeff Blair. You can just go on down the list. Had some good guys come by. So looking forward to tomorrow night.
Come early and stay late.
Absolutely.
And it'll be a good basketball game.
I think so.
Can I say that game, that night was one of the funnest nights of my life? I really enjoyed getting to talk to everybody. That's when James and I spent about 45 minutes with Harold Mullins that night.
Yeah.
And I mean to tell you, one thing after another, and he told us about traditions and why we had the colors we had. And he wanted to pass that on to us and did. That night we were taking notes literally on stuff he told us, man.
I mean, he had a
good time
great
here that night
background about all this county basketball and around the area. He really did.
And White puts that thing in the basket.
Down to 15 on the clock, and 70-30 your score. Good pass.
Good pass. Great backdoor cut and a beautiful pass. Yes, sir.
Good
That's Hanson for his first 2. Hammond's taking it in there, goes up, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. No.
Yeah, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. We're going to take a break. We got the fourth quarter coming up on our Thursday night Bank of Hyman Game of the Week. Stay with us. Well, welcome back. And, Devin kind of caught us off guard there. He's getting good at that. He really is. But anyway.
Well, not to mention we do some extra talking during the breaks.
Oh, we do.
You don't make us quiet just because they play a commercial.
That's true. Want to thank all of our hometown crew tonight. Josh Cornett running the camera, Devin Combs on controls. And without them and all the sponsors, guys, we would not be here doing this game, so we appreciate them as well.
I want to thank Cordia once again for the blown.
Hey, absolutely. Hey,
for the blown.
You do not get treated any better than that anywhere. But I think Dave and Ann is calling me tomorrow. I think we may have a special treat pretty soon.
I think they have given you candy that you just haven't brought.
I've got to watch bringing candy to this crew, Jamie. I've got to watch it. They're dangerous. But,
he's already eaten it.
They're going to make a batch, I reckon. So, it is what it is.
Cordia with the basketball, though, guys. Give Coach Mitch Smith's team credit. They're still playing hard.
They are, and they will always play hard with Coach Smith. He does such a good job. You know, he is building and doing it the right way. These kids work hard. Look at the attitudes of these kids.
Yeah.
You do not see any bad attitude on this floor with these kids. They listen to him and they do what they're told to do, and that's a sign he does a good job.
It's called discipline.
Absolutely.
Morris takes it right down the middle, and White goes up and puts it in.
Once again, Manus, good luck to the Letcher County teams that'll play in their grade school tournament over there this week. From all of us at Hometown, we wish you the best of luck Sunday afternoon.
And tonight it is Letcher and Whitesburg and Arley Boggs and Cowan in the semifinals.
Wow. Who's favored, Manus? It
would be the Whitesburg.
I would think Whitesburg. Yes,
Whitesburg,
pretty good team.
Yes, Whitesburg is probably, I wouldn't say prohibitive favorite, but never know. But
they're predictable.
They're the ones that's supposed to win.
Yeah.
Sorry, Coach Brian Howard.
I've had them a couple times, guys. Got some good talent over there.
And has Brady Boggs, his younger brother, Mason. That will be coming up and playing high school basketball next year. As Hammonds says, I did not foul. And then he's right, he didn't foul. So they gave the foul to Nate Webb.
Manus, who'd you decide to select as the player of the game, you and Jamie?
Gavin Gibson.
Gibson.
Number 20.
Number 20 will be our player of the game. And Jamie will make his way down and talk to him a little bit after the game while me and Manus sits up here and gives him a hard time.
I think bringing you more bologna sandwiches. Is that what's going down?
And maybe Gavin won't say nothing bad about
me. Yeah, Gavin's a nice guy now, Jamie. You be good to him.
Okay.
Just over 5 minutes.
Oh, nice drive. And and it's going to be a moving screen.
Yeah. Hey, we see that called.
Church.
We see that called a little more this year, guys. The moving screen.
Turning the rear to the dribbler get you. I used to call it the old David Jeff Stamper when he coached at Knott Central. His players do that a whole lot.
Guys,
now
at this time, typically, we see something be more focused. I'm anxious to see what that'll be next week. You'll see these referees pick one item, and they'll focus more on that one item. It always happens, too, this close to the tournament.
Now, Coach Stamper had some good teams up at Knott County.
Oh, my, I reckon so.
He beat the living daylights out of me 2 years in a row in the region, so don't bring up bad memories for me.
If you only knew how many times we had our heart broken by the boys in Perry County, though, with those David Jeff Stamper teams. Man.
You know,
one year
this
I
one
had
shot
I had
one
my hotel
call
reserved.
Yeah.
And that Sumner boy down there showed off.
Yeah. That's one thing about it. You get in that one game scenario, guys. And one play, one free throw, one turnover will send you home. You know?
Especially on the road, brother.
As Eldridge puts in his first two for Jenkins. But, it's only one team's going to Rupp.
Well, that's true.
Long three, and he knocks it down. That was Hall.
Hall started the game up at Jenkins, but he's come off the bench tonight, and he's played well.
Peyton Collins for Breathitt sinks the ship. Hits 4 3-pointers in overtime to help Breathitt beat Powell 80-77 in overtime. That's still a good showing from Powell County.
Hey, listen, Powell has got 2 or 3 kids that play hard and can shoot.
Vandenberg, Rose.
Yeah. I knew Coach Honeycutt's Bobcats would play good, though, coming off a couple losses. They'd lost, I think, 2 out of their last 3.
Jamie, he's played a lot of games sure in the last 2 weeks, my man.
Oh, way downtown.
Tough competition, too. They've not shied away from it, man.
No, he's played a lot of ball games. He really has.
But, you throughout the year, you play better competition, so it'll toughen you up, get ready for tournament time.
Yeah.
Nice screen right there. Knocks it down, and that was I think that was Nate Webb's first 2, and it is for him.
Yeah.
he may have played the hardest scheduled guys in the 14th region. When you look at the teams, and the wins they've got versus, he's had a tough.
I'm telling you, Coach Honeycutt trying to get those Bobcats ready down there. Two and a half. Want to remind everyone again, tomorrow night, about 7:15, we'll be on there at Knott County Central. Wolfe County comes to town. Look for a good basketball game tomorrow night. And Manus Blair promised it to you.
Because they said dunk it. I heard the bench say dunk it. Webb says I'll just lay it in.
Prairie Central trails Hazard, about a minute to go, 54-47.
Hey, they come back.
They'd cut it to 5.
They come back.
And that's the number of points that Al Holland likes, that 50-40 stuff. And that's misses it there. 78-40. We got a minute and 40 seconds.
Good showing by both teams tonight. Big difference in the game. Jenkins hit a lot of shots early, got on the board with their size. But Cordia, they fit the whole game. They played hard, and they're getting better.
As Ryan McKinney comes in for the Cordia Lions. Conley with a deep three. I thought he got fouled, but no. Neese puts it in.
Under a minute. Looks like Jenkins will pick up another win and get ready for a tournament. I think all the district games are about done. Manus, is that right? Is tonight the last one?
I think Jenkins and Letcher Central plays up at Jenkins.
Okay.
But as far as the seating goes, it is done. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So I think really and truthfully, when you start looking at it, I think there's only like 2 seeded games throughout the region that will have like Estill and Powell. I think they have to determine who's the 1 seed down in the 56.
Right.
But other than that, I think everything is pretty much set. Webb sidesteps. He goes in there. And they're going to call foul. And that foul is going to be on Ryan Church.
Lions got time to come down and maybe put a few more on the board. .14 on the clock, Manus, and you'll see the Lions get, that will probably be their last attempt with 5 on the clock. They're going to run this out, and that's going to do it. And give Jenkins the credit. They shot the ball extremely well, played hard, Manus, and always a good ball game out of Coach Winston Lee and Coach Smith. I thought his team played extremely hard, and they're getting better as well. So looking forward to that. We're going to take a quick break, and Jamie Hughes will have our Alice Lloyd College Player of the Game coming up. Stay with us.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
Never have I had a coach come up and try to crash an interview. But Coach Lee, of course, just happy for you guys. You played well. Congratulations on being the hometown 24 player of the game.
Well,
I couldn't do it without my teammates. I got Aiden Hayes, my baseline player, get all my assists off of him. Braden Sexton starts the offense, Mason my shooter, and Dakota just defensively.
You went to work on the boards, though, man, just continuously on both ends to grab some big boards, and I think that was a point of emphasis for you and this team, right?
Yeah, this is my job as one of the tallest people out there.
Tell me how this season's been and what's been perhaps your favorite part of the season so far.
It's been pretty good. A little bit less wins than we expected, but we've played with bigger teams like Knott County in previous weeks. But overall, pretty good, yeah.
What's been the thing that stood out the most for you? You don't even have to be on the court, but what's been something that you're going to remember for a long time about this season?
How respectful my teammates are after games. You don't have to ask to clean the bleachers up. You don't have to ask to do anything. It's just already done.
And then, of course, Coach Lee expects you guys to come in and work hard, but he's also made this thing fun for you.
Yeah, he's a very good, well-mannered coach.
And we want to say, I'm sure, some thank yous and hellos to the people back over in Jenkins and perhaps those that have come back and watch this game, right?
Yeah. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
All right. Congratulations on being the player of the game, man.
Thank you.
And again, guys, that's going to wrap us up here from the old Hyman High School Gymnasium, where the Jenkins Cavaliers have come in here and picked up the 53rd District win. And once again, for David Adams, Manus Blair, and all of us back at the station, we want to say thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night right here in Hyman, Kentucky, as the Knott County Central Patriots play host to the Wolfe County Wolves. Until then, good night, and God bless you, everyone.